My my thing died.
Job, I think, is not worried about
Sorry guys, my thing died.
it's blocking the ball. He's down on one knee with two strikes. The pitcher's got a very good slider. He shouldn't be worried about trying to pick that ball. He should be worried about trying to block that ball to end the inning. I would see the Blue Jays can take advantage of it.
Well, they got a hot hitter coming to the plate after the strike.
Sorry, my laptop died, guys, so I have to restart it. Don't. So yeah. So guys, I have to be sorry, guys. So like the video, guys. So guys, comment down below. Blue Jays or Pirates who's gonna win. And I might stay live. I might stay live for the other game. I'm not sure, but it depends on how this game goes and how I feel.
Baseball has arrived. The stretch run is here, which means one thing. Get ready. Blue Jays Pirates tomorrow. Sportsnet.
If you haven't joined the world's favorite sports book, you need to ask yourself, why am I not a member of the world's favorite sports book? At last count, we had over 63 million members worldwide. Download the app now and see for yourself why Bet365 is the world's #1.
Gonna build a mountain. Gonna build it high. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, only know I'm gonna try. Gonna build a daydream from a little hope. Gonna push that daydream up a mountain slope. Gonna build a daydream. Gonna see it
Do it
through.
yourself doesn't mean you do it alone. Home Hardware and Building Centers. Here's how.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates lineup. They were shut out on just 5 hits.
Nothing Cruz.
They haven't had much offense in this
Oh no, Cruz.
Kevin Newman, he has been
Kevin Newman. My favorite player on the Pirates has to be is Michael Chavis. Michael Chavis is my favorite player on the Pirates. Let's go Pirates. Let's go. Let's go Pirates. Ha ha ha. Something Cruz. Nelson Cruz. Nelson Cruz.
Tonight, but don't tell Trevor Richards that.
Trevor Richards is on the mound for the Blue Jays. I'm sorry, I'm yelling, but yeah.
17, 2020, when he was with the Tampa Bay Rays. But for Trevor, he has had 52 starts in his major league career. He's going to open this game up for the Blue Jays. They are hoping to get 1, maybe 2 innings out of him tonight to go through this lineup, and then they'll turn it over to some of the long men in that bullpen.
Trevor is very good against lefties, and there's left-handed heavy lineup here. That ball is hit deep to center field. Tapia right in front of the bullpen for the Blue Jays. Makes
1 out here in the bottom of the first inning with no score.
Twilight, so the ball up in the air.
I'll be back, guys.
As Oneil Cruz sits on the fastball, drives it to center field. Thinks he gets it as he admires it, but I know Tapia is going to run it down for out number 1.
So Kevin Newman, he did not start in the game last night. He came on after Hayes left with the injury, took over at second base. Mentioned Hayes had a hot streak for about 6 games, batting .381. He takes the first pitch and strike. 278 on the season for Newman, just a home run and 18 RBIs. Their slider from Trevor Richards, primarily fastball changeup, and he's got one of the best changeups in the league.
You're absolutely right, but I think he will as this opener. If they're going to try and get 2 innings out of him today, he's going to have to incorporate that slider to right.
There's a fly ball to right field. Right, another ball on the warning track. 2 down.
Well, you've seen a couple of the outfitters for the Blue Jays. Let's show you the rest of them. Lourdes Gurriel will get the start in left field. You saw Tapia and Teo in right field. Bichette Espinal up the middle. Chapman Guerrero on the corners for the Blue Jays. Danny Jansen back behind the plate tonight, and in left field, Lourdes Gurriel back. He had some wrist problems yesterday, so he was out of the lineup. He's got a lot of real estate to cover in the outfield, in left field here.
I love this ballpark. There's a distinct area for pitchers to pitch, and that is center and left. They can use a lot of fly balls in that direction. Here is Brian Reynolds. We mentioned he's the center fielder. He's a switch hitter. Batting left-handed against Trevor Richards. Reynolds 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts in last night's game. Takes one on the corner for a strike. It's 1-1.
You know what should play well, the type of pitch that should play well in this ballpark? The high fastball. It is tough for hitters to get on top of that ball and pull it and drive it out of this ballpark. You want to keep it in the big part of the ballpark.
One hopper right to Bo Bichette, who was playing at shortstop. What a quick inning for Trevor Richards. He retires the side of the order on just 7 pitches. Good news for the Blue Jays.
Sorry, Mom. It's amazing what you can build on AWS. Imagine creating cool tech so you can watch every shot anywhere you want, or make news personalized, and learn about how to make my allowance go a long way, and watch your favorite team from the other side of the world. Just imagine what they could do when I'm in charge.
Let me get,
Check the offers on the Mary Brown's app so you can save big, like me.
Nice save, Romano. Are you ready to save like Romano? Look for MB exclusive offers on our app for amazing deals, like this month's Nashville combo and other offers. MB offers from Mary Brown's Chicken. Crave delicious. Crave Canadian. No. It's okay. Oh, it does! Oh, it does! Wait.
Folks, if you're looking for a great family outing, come to the last Junior J Sunday of the season on September 18th. There'll be artists, games, prizes, and more. And don't forget, kids 14 and under can run the bases too. Visit BlueJays.com/tickets now and come on out and join the Blue Jays on the final Junior J Sunday of the season. Lots of Blue Jay fans here, as we mentioned. They are having a good time. They have been downtown in Pittsburgh. All of the breakfast places were jam-packed with Blue Jays fans this morning. I think the same will be the case tomorrow.
I'm not trying to get to the bus today. Get to come out to the ballpark.
You had a lot of fans there, Tabby, and they wanted to get your picture, take some autographs and all that stuff. So, yeah, take you plan another extra 15 minutes.
I was thinking more like 30. That's how crowded it was, but it was great to meet everyone.
Lourdes Gurriel swings at the pitch. And O'Neill Cruz, double clutch, didn't have a grip on the ball and almost allowed Gurriel to beat it out. I don't know what the problem was, but he had a hesitation, and Gurriel was just barely out at first.
And that arm saved him. He's got a tremendous arm, one of the best in baseball, but had some problems transferring from the glove to the throwing hand. But the arm will make up for it as he fires a seed across the infield.
Well, he's got a great arm. Best arm in the majors from the infield, for sure. Here's Santiago Espinal. Espinal back at second base again tonight. Playing in his 120th game of the season. He's had a terrific year. Fouls that one up the right side, off the sidewall. SP last night got scoring started. He drove in 2 runs with a double in the 4th inning. Had a base hit in the 6th inning and walked in the 8th inning. He was officially 2 for 3. Takes one upstairs.
He spreads the ball around. If you look at his direct hits, most of his hits go to center field. That's why the defense is so straight up. 38 hits to left, 40 to center, 31 to right field. He's had a very good year offensively and defensively.
Pops this one up behind second base. Newman backing up, calls for it. The second baseman is there, and Espinal's been tied to now.
Delicious is on deck. On now, get $10 off your order of $40 or more for Boston Pizza, only on DoorDash. Dash that.
Ronzi Contreras, young right-hander, just 22 years old, making his 13th start of the season. He has just called back up, and he's pitched very well since he's returned to the Pirates.
This is his third stint with the Pirates. 9 games started in AAA. Had a pretty respectable ERA in AAA at 3.15, but what was impressive, average of strikeouts an inning, and he only had 13 walks in the 34 innings down at AAA.
Yeah, that's generally what you look for in a pitching prospect, whether or not he can control the strike zone. Raimel Tapia, 1-1 count. And this 1-2 now. Since Contreras has come back, this is his fourth start. He is 1-2 with a 3.00 earned run average. He's pitched very well. 9 walks against 15 strikeouts, and he has 2 strikeouts and a walk so far tonight. 1-2. Now that'll play down the left side.
When you are trading major league talent like the Pirates did to acquire someone like this, is what you're looking for: a pitcher, young, with a good arm, with a lot of upside. They did a good job of scouting him at the Yankee organization.
There's a high fly ball, not that deep. Cal Mitchell, the right fielder, makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down. The Blue Jays go quietly in their half of the second. No score here in Pittsburgh.
It's time to bring the action. You can see it. That's pretty amazing, huh? Grand Prix of Portland tomorrow on Sportsnet 360.
You've got this when your bank makes it easier for you. And when you open a TD Unlimited checking account, you can track your spending and savings with the TD MySpend app to help you feel confident managing your money. Plus, you can get $300 in Amazon gift cards. Get started with a TD Unlimited checking account today. TD, ready to help you move forward.
I've found a faster route. Turn right to save 26 seconds.
At Domino's, we do everything so you get a hot, great-tasting pizza every time. Domino's, pizza over everything.
Raise your baseball IQ before every Jays game. Listen to the Flair and Barker podcast.
Back in Pittsburgh, it is the final full month of the regular season, and the Blue Jays know right now it is all for keeps. It was Teoscar Hernandez who grinned and said, this is when it really gets fun. But beyond that, Teoscar's point was, if we're going to be in the playoffs at the end of this thing, we need to clean up the errors. We need to make sure we're playing mistake-free baseball moving forward. Bo Bichette's point was, every game matters now. He said, no matter how things went yesterday or how we may think it goes tomorrow, we have to keep going and stay the course. Kevin Biggio called this season a roller
So guys, so
coaster. He said,
the
it's the same with the team and some of the players. He said,
let
you
me
have
fix this
expectations, you have to fight and grind through it.
business.
You'll
Oh,
find
let
out
me
what
say
you're
no.
made of. And the quote from John Schneider this afternoon, Buck, he said, we have the opportunity to write.
But guys, when now the Jays so guys, the Jays right now is scoreless right now for the Jays and the Pirates.
Trevor Richards, 7-pitch first inning. It's ahead of Jack Sawinski. The first pitch strike. Sawinski was in right last night. Had a good night at the plate. And on and missed. He was 2 for 4 and a couple of Jefferson was hit a rocket off the fence in right field, but Jackie Bradley Jr. played it perfectly and held it to a long single. 0-2. There's a great changeup, a 3-pitch strikeout. 4 in a row retired by Richard. And bring Rodolfo Castro to the plate. He's starting at third base tonight. He's kind of an interesting young man. He's a terrific player, but he's done some things that make you raise your eyebrows a little bit.
Watch his back pocket as he slides. What comes out? The cell phone. The umpire picks it up and says, "Hey, look what you dropped." And the third base coach is like, "Nah, I don't want anything to do with that. That's not a good thing." So young kids with the cell phone in the back pocket running the bases. Wow. Crazy, huh?
Unbelievable. And you can see the third base coach, Mike Labella's going, boo-hoo, I don't want to touch that thing. I think we're trying to steal signs or something. It says Castro. He's a switch hitter as well. They have 2 switch hitters in the lineup, along with 4 lefties. And that's why Trevor Richards got the club.
And if you've never seen Trevor Richards' changeup, and the Pirates have never seen his changeup, that too should work in his favor tonight. If he's got the good release on it and he throws it over for a strike, it could spell good things for him.
It's a terrific pitch, a wipeout pitch indeed, and it comes ahead 1-2 to Castro. You say Kikuchi, he's going to follow Richards, but right now with Richards dealing, I don't know if I'd take him out after 2. His pitch count is terrific on just 13 pitches in an inning and a third so far, 7-pitch first inning.
John Schneider said we're going to go along and see how the game progresses.
So guys, here we are in the bottom of the second, guys. I might not stay live for the whole game.
The lower part of the lineup and just play it by ear.
There's a fastball that's ripped into right field by Castro. Hernandez plays it back in. Let's see the first base runner for the Pirates.
If you've got that good changeup like he does, you don't want to show it a little bit too early in the count. You want to use it as a finishing pitch. You do a couple of changeups to get ahead, and then tries to ride the fastball in there, but doesn't get it up high enough.
Cal Mitchell, the right fielder. Mitchell was the DH last night for Pittsburgh. He was officially 1 for 2 out of walk. He singled in the 7th inning. There's a fastball for a strike. Trevor Richards went on the IL. And he came off the IL. He's been very good ever since. He made 1 rehab appearance in Buffalo. And came off the IL on the 2nd of July. And since then, he has featured a 196 earned run average.
Hey, Mom.
Better. This fastball.
So I did a back flag.
Working to get his share of strikeouts. Last worked 4 days ago, so he's well rested for this opening assignment.
Check in on Castro. He's 4 for 7 in stolen bases. Blue Jays catchers have done a terrific job defensively. They've thrown out 29% of the base stealers. That's better than the league average. There's that changeup cut on the miss. Where they really excel is in wild pitches and pass balls. They've allowed just 23 wild pitches. That's the fewest in the major leagues. 2 pass balls. Danny Jansen and Kirk have been terrific.
Those hidden 90 feet, hidden inside the game on those type of plays.
And 2, you keep the base runners, the opponents, in double play situations. You don't give up that extra 90 feet and get them into scoring position. And then terrific. Boy, when your catchers are good at that, your pitchers have a lot of confidence. They can throw those balls in the dirt and really finish off their breaking balls. 2 balls, 2 strikes, cut on and missed. Another strikeout, second of the game for Trevor Richards. 2 down here in the second.
That's when you want to use that changeup right there with 2 strikes as a finishing pitch to the lefties. They haven't seen it. They're looking at the arm speed, and they see the arm come through. It looks like a fastball. The bottom drops out of it. The execution with that changeup there by Trevor Richards.
2 down, Michael Chavis. Right-handed hitter. Very aggressive early in the count. Jansen with a snap throw to first, but Castro is back to head of the front.
That's a little poke and throw over to first base to say, hey, don't get secondary lead. I've got my eye on you. Secondary lead is when you bounce off on the pitch. Castro got way out there with the secondary lead.
There's a block right there by Danny Jansen. That ball in the dirt, slider that bounced in front of home plate.
Confidence. It gives pitchers so much confidence. You don't have to be perfect. If your catcher is going to block a ball like that, that's a look right there.
Played it off his chest protector. It's a ball in the stack to Michael Chavis. He has faced Trevor Richards. He's 0 for 1 in their head-to-head matchups. Castro with a lead at first, not running. Upstairs for a ball, 2-1 now. Chavis has got a little power, 14 homers, 42 RBIs for the season. And a home run in Milwaukee in the last series. Chases that out of heater and swings and misses. It's 2-2.
Keep the ball on the edges to swing at it. The slider
Wait, Mom, is he sick of
against a right-handed hitter like
Is he
this,
sick
who
of
likes to chase
no?
that ball, especially off the
I
plate.
said, is he still?
I might run the base runner at first right here on this 2-2 pitch. 2 down.
From the same.
Castro is not running.
Oh, yeah.
Another strikeout. Trevor Richards strikes out 3 in the inning, gives him a one-out single and nothing more. We'll go to the third, still no score.
Me and my buddies, we would get the Auto Trader and we'd scan through it like it was comic books.
The app is so cool. You got your listings, as you can see, is a nifty little great price badge. Auto Trader has completely replaced my dad.
DoorDash is the official on-demand delivery platform of the Toronto Blue Jays. Delicious is on deck. Get $0 delivery fees on your first order. DoorDash. Dash that.
Welcome to Bet365, the world's favorite sports book. You can bet on football, basketball, baseball, hockey, MMA, and soccer. You can even make a bet while the game is still being played. Yes, you can. But here's the best part. Bet365 is the world's favorite sports book. And this is no ordinary betting app.
Is it? I'm not in the good. Is because of
Wi-Fi acting up? Switch to next generation Wi-Fi 6 technology on Shaw Fiber Plus Gig Internet.
Download the app and see for yourself why Bet365 is the world's favorite sports book.
Nothing better than ending your night with some West Coast baseball. Rockers and Dodgers. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific on Sportsnet 1 and Sportsnet. Padres were thought to be a contender for that National League West title, but they haven't been able to come close to the Dodgers.
They have 90 wins already, the Dodgers. They're 90-41.
Incredible. 90-41. Sean Manaea and I are close against Julio Urias tonight. Dodgers have won 5 in a row. Actually, they won 4 in a row, looking for their 5th straight win. We'll be on later on tonight. Danny Jansen with a ball and a strike. Pops this one up on the infield. First baseman Seamus coming down. The catcher Delay makes the ball. It's in foul ground. And that's a 3-count on the cover.
We talked earlier last inning about a young pitcher that you recognize in another organization that if you're going to trade major pitchers, you would like to find someone like this. Yet he was rated as the top international free agent available to sign in 2016. Yankees signed him and then had to trade him to get some major league talent in Jameson Taillon.
In 2019, in Charleston, in the Yankee system, he led the league in wins with 12 wins and 24 starts. He did not play in 2020 because of the COVID restrictions. So you've got to give the Pirates a lot of credit for identifying a pitcher that didn't pitch at all in 2020 and then made a trade for him on the 2019 season. On the strike to leadoff man, George Springer. He struck out on the slider his first time up. Fights it off, and O'Neill Cruz not going to make the play. It's over his head into left field. George Springer snaps an 0 for 19 with a 1-out single here in the third.
He's like, okay, guys,
I'm back.
I am back. Backup slider. Broke his bat on that ball also. He does enough of it to get it over the 6'7" shortstop O'Neill Cruz. You don't think that is a relief right there for a veteran hitter? Contributing with a base hit.
I knew I'd get another hit. His last hit was a home run against the Angels on Sunday, as Roger said. That ends that 0 for 19. Here's Vladdy Guerrero Jr. He fly out to
Vladimir Jr.
on the first pitch
Up to bat now. Right now for the Jays.
Blue Jays didn't score until the 4th inning in last night's game. That was that 2-run double by Santiago Espinal, and then Bo Bichette hit a 2-run home run in the 9th. Breaking ball, taking for a ball. What's your theory about Vladdy swinging so aggressively on the first pitch?
Well, I like him, first of all, being aggressive on the first pitch as long as it's in the strike zone. And I had a hitting coach, Bobby Bonds, told me, look, be aggressive. The minute you step into that batter's box, your eyes will tell you if it's a ball or a strike. So if you go in there and you're ready to hit, you can always check your swing. But if you go in there trying to work the count and you're trying to see as many pitches as possible, you're not ready to hit. But it's hard to turn it on and then try and hit. Especially a guy like Contreras, whose fastball's 98 miles an hour.
I'm glad he checked his swing right there. It's 3-0. So now you got to believe he's got the green light. It's a big ballpark. Vladdy can hit him out in any ballpark, but there's a lot of room in left and center. Vladdy hit a relatively deep fly ball to center field his first time up. Springer's at first. He singled with 1 out. Here's the 3-0 pitch. There goes Springer. He's running. Vladdy is swinging. Another fly ball in the center. Springer has to hustle back. Rounds will make the catch. And Guerrero is fly out. Second out of the inning. Springer was running on the pitch. Interesting.
They were trying to surprise Contreras unless he slowed everything down, knowing he was going to get a fastball. Vladdy very upset with himself after that 3-0 swing. He pops it up. He knows he should have hit that ball a little bit better than that lazy fly ball to center field.
Teoscar Hernandez drew a walk with 2 outs his first time up. Springer got a pretty good jump on that 3-0 pitch, so the Pirates are going to check in on him real quick.
If you could recognize that in the batter's box, that runner gets a good jump, take the pitch. Take it. Let him get into scoring position. You can hit 3-1 just as easily as hitting 3-0.
Is that something that a hitter can do? Can you pick up on that runner's break?
Especially a right-hander. Because you can see him break out of the corner of your eye. And you know what a good jump is and what a bad jump is. You just have to tell yourself you got to think about that before that play happens. And if you know George has the green light, you see him take off, go ahead and take it.
So he's popped over the Blue Jays dugout now.
You'd rather get with a guy at second base than at first base.
Absolutely. It's so much easier to catch him in from second than it is from first. Oscar Hernandez, 263 for the season. Trying to get to that 20 home run mark. Sitting on 19. Springer looked like he was going to run again. Took an extra step towards second, and Contreras picked him up.
He picked up that he wasn't stopped over at first base. George took one more step at the end and was leaning. And Contreras, that's good coaching of a young pitcher right there. Make that runner at first base stop his momentum.
It's upstairs. Ball and strike to Teoscar. Blue Jays trying to break through here. 2 outs in the third. Lots of Blue Jay fans here. Now they're breaking into the old Let's Go Blue Jays.
Let's go Pirates. Sorry. Let's go Pirates.
There aren't many teams that travel their fans as well as the Blue Jays. They are terrific fans.
Tell you what, they rile up the home crowd when they start that. Every ballpark we go to, when they start that Let's Go Blue Jays, it really riles up the home squad.
Hey, Oscar pulls it on the ground. Pass throws into left field. Springer will stop at second. 2 hits in the inning. First 2 hits of the ball game. The Blue Jays have another runner in scoring position. They stranded a pair of runners in the first, but not benefit of a hit.
You know, that's why I like the stolen base. If you have athletic players and you have the ability to steal bases and get into scoring position, you get a run on a base hit. It's so hard nowadays to try and get 3 hits in a row or in one inning with the specialized bullpen, the hard-throwing starters like we have in Contreras. So it's just hard to do it. So it's nice if you can steal bases and get guys in scoring positions.
The pressure on the defense, Matt Chapman. He struck out, but reached first base on a wild pitch back in the first inning. 2 strikeouts for Contreras. Chased the breaking ball with catcher's mitt. 0-1, and pitcher steps off the rubber, then with another set of signs. A slower breaking ball finds the mark. 0-2.
Earlier this season, Contreras threw changeups. His last start, he didn't throw one. He threw curveball 9% of the time. Might have hit his curveball right there. But mostly fastball slider. So he showed Chapman a little something different that time.
Popped up over in foul ground, and that'll be back out of play. Over the Pirates dugout. To the Blue Jays third baseman, Matt Chapman. The Blue Jays have stranded 4 so far in this ball game. They have a couple of hits, but they're still scoreless.
October on their minds.
We're going next level. This is next level.
My highlight was helping my dad look at that in the sky. Look, Dad.
Upgrade.
We got to try on loads of new glasses. What about me? And learning to say tengo hambre in español. Oh, and knowing who to win the next face-off. Miss, please learn more highlights too.
Join Bet365 now and discover the power of the world's favorite sports book. Watch thousands of live games, build your own bet. You can even bet on games while they're still being played. Seriously. And if you can't watch the games live, we'll alert you of any changes. Nice. We're the world's favorite sports book, and this is no ordinary betting app.
What better way to spend a Thursday afternoon than at the ballpark watching the Blue Jays? The postseason battle is in full swing, and the Rays are in town on Thursday, September 15th.
Oh, always.
Pitch is at 3:07. Get your tickets today at BlueJays.com. Rays in Seattle tied atop the American League wild card race. The Blue Jays are right behind them. Two back. And then the Orioles are a game and a half back of the Blue Jays.
That's why they
Mom.
win tonight, take care of business, and then you'll worry about the standings in that series when you get to Baltimore after tomorrow's ball game. You say Kikuchi will take over for the 25th time this season. His last start was August the 15th. That was versus the Baltimore Orioles.
It's a lot, so yeah, you can.
6 runs, but only 3 of them were earned. So his last 4 outings have been out of the bullpen. In shorter
My job is back. Yeah, boys.
A lot more aggressive. He has thrown his fastball for strikes. He has used his slider really well lately. And then that split change. So the whole idea tonight was
This is just yummy.
Richards, if you can give me 2 innings, fantastic. Turn it over to the bullpen. You say Kikuchi, 4 innings to the bullpen. Now that you're into the 7th inning, depending on the score, then you can go guys. So this is a big outing right now for Kikuchi and the Blue Jays.
Yeah, and it's a good matchup. Don Snyder, he picked the right team to bring Kikuchi in with the left-handed hitters and all that. 4 straight left-handed hitters and a couple of switch hitters in this private lineup. So it is an opportunity for Kikuchi to have a
I don't care what Mark was like. It was a young
Josh Van Meter, the DH.
what's some helps?
In the lineup. That's the first pitch strike, and that's the key.
I can do laundry. And we can do laundry.
Two strikes. Give yourself a chance.
Too many times he had uncompetitive pitches where he fell behind through way too many pitches.
I think the West
per
Sox
inning.
will winning.
Stay aggressive. That's what he's done
Oh,
his last 4
That's
times
much
out.
chat they're winning.
There's another good fastball. It's a ball at 2 strikes. The leadoff man for Pittsburgh here in the 3rd. You know, I think most pitchers nowadays just don't really appreciate how hard it is to hit. And they have so many charts and stats, and they get so much information about this guy hits 300 in this spot and 200 in that spot and 250 in this spot. How many pitchers can hit those spots?
Well, if you say Kikuchi hit his spot there and made quick work of Van Meter using his slider, it's a very effective misfit. I think you're right. And that's a pretty good slider down and away to the left-handed batter.
Oh.
John Schneider was talking about that today about Kikuchi. You know, you start for basically your whole life. and then
I
you
do
build
Chase
that
hat.
is different.
Wait here.
You
But I'm not wearing that.
differently.
Because
There's a
I don't care about the Jays.
adjust. It seems to have adjusted.
And the thing about it is, you don't have to think about trying to stretch your outing to 5, 6, 7 innings as a starter. You can
I
either
could be
hit the tank
fast
or strikes.
on it, but
How many outs you can get as quickly as you can. That's off the end of the bat, and that's going to drop on base hit. Mason Delay, they pitch it. That's a 1-6-second hit of the ball game. Just chicken with a ranch.
Well, but one thing the Blue Jays have incorporated with Kikuchi is having a slide step when he's out on the mound. There's a little bit of a leg kick left, but part of the thinking with the slide step is just quiet down Kikuchi's delivery. And perhaps the less that's going on in the motion can help him find a rhythm. You'll notice he's a little quicker out there between pitches, and that's the same idea to get better pacing, get better timing.
Yeah, pitching, just like hitting, is all about rhythm, tempo, and rhythm. You gotta have your timing as a pitcher, just like you do as a hitter. Back to the top of the order for the Pirates. So Cruz fly down deep to center field. His first time up, he fouls back the first pitch. You know, I'd like to do a little survey, but I'm not young enough to catch him. But if I were catching a guy like Kikuchi, I would see how many fastballs you could throw over the plate in a row and not get hit. I just think he could. I just think he's got that kind of stuff.
Put down that number one finger.
Let's go.
Yeah. Show me your best fastball for as long as you can.
Yeah. And you know, a lot of pitchers used to pitch like that. Tim Cotton used to go out and pick a day and start a game, and he'd tell his catcher, I'm not going to throw a breaking ball until I shake my glove, until they make me change, make me get off my fastball. Just move it around.
The hitters will tell you if your fastball's working or not.
Just popped up. That's going to be out of play. Left side.
I'll give you an extreme.
Okay.
Bill Decrow, the last start of every year, did not throw his knuckleball.
Right.
He wanted to see if he could still pitch at the major league level without the knuckleball. So he would throw curveballs, change ups.
Knuckleball. Or it's like in the Mighty Duck movie when a kid gives him gives him the knuckle puck.
And then Looper off the end of the dot. That's going to split the out. There's no all the way to the fence. The Rays get away.
Come on, one. Score. Yes.
That's why they like Cruz at the top of the lineup. He's got so much talent, raw ability. I asked Derek Shelton yesterday, why do you have him leading off? He said that's what he did in the
Guys, it's 1-0.
Just leave him up here, and we wanted to give him that extra at bat night after night after night at the big league level. He shows you his talents as he hits the ball into the gap in right center field.
It's 1-0 Pirates, guys.
Team's first run.
I'll tell you what, he looked like he hit it off the end of the bat. That ball carried a long way. The infield is in now. Kevin Newman goes after the first pitch. And that ball was down. He went down to get it, hit it off the end of the bat, and drove it to the fence and right center.
Let's see what they do here with the number 2 hitter at the plate, infield in, if they're going to run the contact play.
Didn't look like he was running on that foul ball. He kind of held his ground. Generally, if you're running and the batter swings at it, you can move a step or two toward him. And Chuck in his third season, he's a skipper here. Long time making He feels good about the future of this team. We saw Ben Cherington today, the GM of the Pirates as well.
Takes time. Get some players into your organization, get them into major leagues.
A good pitch by Kikuchi and big strikeout and strikes out.
Step up to the plate and take on any DIY project at Home Hardware Building Centers. We have everything to build anything. Here's how.
Two down. Runner at third base, Brian Reynolds. He will turn around and bat right-handed. He is one of two switch hitters. Reynolds and Castro. Castro's in the fifth spot in the lineup.
On the top of your shorts.
Ball is downstairs for ball one.
Say that wrong. Leave him standing up there.
Ground ball. Vladdy makes a nice play. Kikuchi
We
going to the
know
bag.
I'm going to see.
The runner. Terrific play by Vladdy Guerrero.
You have nothing
From
coming.
his seat, he made a nice toss to Kikuchi, who was on the run.
Never.
On the run, made a good play.
Does anybody throw the ball
Because this is league is what's up.
and beat the pitcher better?
That's why I
than
asked go for the Pirates. Let's go Pirates.
Kikuchi and the out over at first base, and they do save that run from Miller.
I'm Curiosity. What's the mood today? Fierce? Sporty? Surprise? Patchy? How can one ever decide? Can style and backpacks from Staples make back to school amazing? Let's find out.
The new McCrispy, made with tender seasoned chicken and a soft potato bun. That making its name means you're in for something good. Got that, hey, give me a bite taste. It's perfect with stolen fries and crisp Sprite. Keep your eyes open, bud. And if you thought there'd be any leftovers, guess again. The new McCrispy, so juicy, so tender, so McWorthy.
How did Olay top expensive creams? Like this, with hydration that beats the $100 cream in every jar of Regenerist. Retinol 24, collagen peptide, vitamin C, and the iconic red jar. Can't top this skin. Olay, face anything.
Good night for Bo Bichette on Friday, and Bichette pulled every ball. I asked him about it today. Bichette said, I'm just trying to not be the perfect hitter. It's intriguing when you dig into the numbers on Bo pulling the ball. Look at the month of August, where the pull percentages were so low. Bichette said, it's about me being who I am. I'm super aggressive. I have a plan, and I want to be super aggressive with that plan, with 2 strikes. You talk to people around the Blue Jays, they'll tell you how Bichette is letting the game come to him a little bit more. Yet, he's still remains the ultra competitive person he's been his entire career. Bichette told me today, I'll be battling until I have nothing more. There's 2 strikes in there.
Who's up now? Come on, please strike a Boba Shett. What you should be Boba Shett. Sorry.
He's an aggressive winner.
Yeah.
He knows
It's
that.
fun, though.
He goes, I know who I am and what I'm capable of doing. He has seen 2 pitches tonight. He has swung at the bat on both of them. That time with the base at the right field. I think he's just starting to heat up, and I think he's starting to understand who he is.
44 opposite field hits now, and this is a terrific swing. That ball is right out over the middle of the plate. As Harash mentioned last night, he pulled 3 balls. And here, after flying out his first time up, he gets a base hit on the first pitch.
You know what I told him today? I said, there's no such thing as a perfect swing in an imperfect game. This is an imperfect game. It's hard to play this game.
Yepper with an extra step through the throw from Contreras, which is a want to run tonight.
We were talking earlier about George Springer trying to make him stop. Well, Bo never stops when he gets a lead. He's always moving. He's always keeping his feet shuffling.
Just,
and moving. That helps
yes.
him to get a very good jump over at first base.
Not running here, breaking ball,
B.
missing for a ball. That's 1 and 2.
I just watched that.
Watch him keep his feet moving
So,
when he's over there as a young pitcher. You have to make him stop.
Well, not only is he moving, but he's gaining ground with every step. gains about 6 inches every time he gets that kind of put up. And that's obviously how you get a good jump.
Oh, like a starter. A starting gates, a sprinter is trying to moving, and when the gun goes off, you're ready to run.
Every step he gains about 6 inches, and unless Contreras goes to first base, he'll just keep going. Contreras done a good job so far. He did this with Springer as well back in the third. It's hit to left field. Goes around second. He's going to go to third. Zielinski's throw goes into third, and with that, Guerrero is in second with another double. Good to have him back in the lineup. That's double number 31 for number 13.
Ball was hit softly to left field. Gurriel, I thought the left fielder Zawinski, the play would be to go to third base. Go to second base. Give him third base. Bobichette runs a little bit better than Gurriel. He sees the play in front of him. Zawinski, the left fielder, gets over. Got a shot at second base, but he elects to go to third base, and Blue Jays are in business. Second, third, nobody out.
Let's go Pirates.
In the 8th inning, with runners at first and third, Espinal choked bunt, and Bobichette broke from third on a squeeze bunt break. But it was not a squeeze play, and fortunately, Blue Jays were able to get back safely. Nobody down. Goes after a breaking ball and bounces it foul.
A big hit for the Blue Jays and for Santiago Espinal with the double down the left field line. That also happened in the 4th inning as Cavendish came around to score. Blue Jays scored a couple of runs in that frame.
Ron Bo's going to hold it third across the diamond. Castro and Santiago's so with the first out now, let's see where they play their infield in this situation with one out.
It was interesting for the Espinal because all the infielders were in except the shortstop. Look at that shortstop, how deep he is. And I'm sure that has something to do with that arm that he has at short.
Now, this is the interesting alignment here. The second baseman, Kevin Newman's going to play back near the grass. Davis is even with the bag at first, and left side of the infield, they're playing in. Ground ball second baseman gets you on.
That gets that runner over to third base.
Interesting. Breaking ball, he's swinging this guy. Tapia. Right out to left field. Gotta get some in the air here.
I think this is where you tell yourself, you're right up top of you. You're a left-handed batter. First base is open. Don't look for a pitch down the middle. He's going to throw you a breaking ball or something off the plate to see you chase after.
This is a breaking ball foul. 0-2, that's a great point. He's not going to be aggressive in the strike zone. And now he's got Tapia behind 0-2. He shouldn't throw anything near the strike zone from here on out.
Yeah, for at least the next 2 pitches. And you've got to tell yourself that. You've got to understand the situation, what that pitcher's going to try and do to you.
Bo's got to be aware of a slider in the dirt in this situation. They try to finish off this. The fastball and found out of play.
And that was a mistake. That was a mistake. He was trying to go up with that fastball, and he threw it right down the middle.
Another 0-2 pitch. Bouncing ball. Here comes Bo. He's going to score. As Bo got a good break on contact after he was thrown out at first, but the Blue Jays have tied it. The par 3 ground out. Bobichette with the leadoff single comes around to score, and we are tied at 1.
Don't you love the contact play when it's run properly? Bo gets a great read at third base. He lands on that right foot. The momentum just keeps coming towards the plate. He slides with a big throw. That gets his teammate an RBI and his teammate a run.
I think Mom's trying on the jersey.
Here's the catcher, Danny Jansen. He goes after the first pitch.
Yes.
Jano popped out to the catcher his first time. First out of the year. Lorenzi Contreras, right-hander. He's been impressive. 3 strikeouts, single walk. Helped the Blue Jays to run on 4 hits so far. There's a strike with a fastball. 0-2. Just 22 years old, as Pat mentioned earlier. He was originally signed by the New York Yankees. He was traded in January of 2021. Part of a Jameson Tyone trade. Tyone going to New York. Jansen hits it high in the air, but it's going to be playable for Cal Mitchell. Jansen's retired. Bo Bichette started off with a single, went first to third on the base hit and scores on a heads-up play from third. We're tied at 1.
It's tricky keeping tabs on the intangibles. You can't calculate commitment. There's no data for dedication or a way to truly measure someone's love for the game, but you can reward it. Nominate someone you know who deserves to be recognized as an MVP. Tell us how they bring the joy of baseball to life, and you could win a VIP Blue Jays experience, including the chance for your MVP to throw the ceremonial first pitch. For full contest rules, visit bluejays.com/TDMVP Spotlight.
Dash that delicious with DoorDash and Boston Pizza. For a limited time, get $10 off your order of $40 or more. So you can dash that craving with some serious saving. Dash that weekend to weeknight with DoorDash.
Fan, every Tuesday at the ballpark is Looney Dogs Night presented by Schneider's. But this one should be special. A doubleheader on September 13th means double the dogs. Visit BlueJays.com/ticket today. They're going to give away miles of Looney Dogs on that September 13th doubleheader. And I bet you those kids will be there too.
Bring your appetites. They're pretty big, aren't they?
Looney Dogs are pretty awesome. We are tied here at 1 as we hit to the bottom of the 4th inning. Yusei Kikuchi on a relief. He gave up a run in the 3rd inning. Up a 1-out triple, but he was able to strand O'Neill Cruz at 3rd to keep it just at 1 run. Jack Sawinski takes the first pitch strike. Boy, that's what you like to see. Pour that heater in there, especially to all these lefties. Now, ball perfectly positioned. That's Bo Bichette. First base side of second. Lewinsky is still a good player. Swings the bat pretty well. I know he's not hitting for much of an average. He's got a chance.
Yeah, he's got power. There is some swing and miss in his game. It's always easier to get that first guy like Kikuchi did last inning, have a strikeout before giving up a run, get that first guy out every inning. Make it a little bit easier on yourself.
First pitch strikes and first outs of innings. Those are all keys. That's another first pitch. This is Raul Castro. Third baseman tonight, Castro had a single as a left-handed hitter. That was against Trevor Richards in the second. Turns around and bats right-handed. John Snyder in his pregame meeting said there are too many teams for me to watch the scoreboard. He said the wild card race is crazy, and there's just too many teams involved.
Guys, it is.
Tampa Bay has a 2-0 lead, top of the seventh in St. Pete over the New York Yankees, who are absolutely struggling. The Yankees are in a nosedive.
If they lose that game today, what is it, down to 4? 4? It was just 16, wasn't it?
The Yankees had a 15.5 game lead in the AL East the morning of July 9th. It's down to 5 as we speak and could go to 4. If they blow the lead, that would be the biggest blown lead in baseball history. That's a long time.
That's a long time.
They've lost 30 of their last 48 games, and they've scored 15 runs in their last 6 games.
How?
They're just not hitting. Judge is hitting 226 in his last 19 games. Rizzo just got an epidural on his back. He's not in the lineup. Benintendi left with a wrist injury last night. Ankle. Got out and missed. Extra strikes out. Third strikeout for Kikuchi. 6 times the Pirates have struck out so far in this game.
He is really driving that ball towards the plate, using his legs, pushing off that rubber.
I'll be back,
talking
guys.
about how athletic he is, trying to get a little bit more athletic in his delivery, and it has helped as he throws that ball right by the batter.
In Baltimore, the Orioles have a 2-1 lead over the Oakland A's. Bottom of the third, Ryan Mountcastle is at a 2-run home run. There's a base hit off the bat of Cal Mitchell. Right through the shift, and he lined it into right center. 2-out single here in the fourth.
Pirates were shut out for the 14th time last night. They are already on the board tonight. As Kikuchi thought he was out of the inning, thought that was an Adam ball, but it makes its way into the outfield. 2-out base hit.
Michael Chavis is pretty tough on left-handed pitcher. He's always been a very strong hitter against lefty pitching. This year, hitting 265 with 8 home runs. 8 of his 14 home runs have come against the lefties. He struck out against Trevor Richards in the second, the last batter that Richards faced. Trevor started, pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs, and struck out 3. Good fastball. Evens a count of the ball on the strike. You know Kikuchi wants to contribute. Signed a terrific 3-year contract to be a starter. Just never really got in a groove as a starter, but he would love to be able to make a contribution pitching out the pen here in the month of September. Found out a play, beat him with that fastball.
But he's going to get his opportunity, I think, for the Blue Jays. They shuffled the rotation for this series to get their 3 best starters into the next series against Baltimore. They also have a couple of double headers coming up. One on Monday and then one on the following Tuesday. So there's going to be ample opportunities, I think, for everybody to contribute over the next couple of weeks.
1 and 2. She goes to first. Is so it's not much of a basic stealing threat. He's 1 for 1 this season. Bottom of the 4th inning in a 1-1 game. Blue Jays won last night 4-0. Outside, 2-2.
Well, this is where you don't want to try and be too funny right here. If you're Yusei Kikuchi, you're ahead in the count. Well, now it's 2-2. No nibbling allowed. I think you go right after Michael Chavis with your best stuff. His slider has been a nice pitch for him his last 2 or 3 times out.
That might have been in a hard slider. Another strikeout for Kikuchi. He struck out 4 in 2 innings.
What if we colored outside the lines? Transform the expected into the unexpected, into endless possibilities. Let our hearts lead instead of our heads, with colors flying in the face of tradition, free to awaken our senses. Then color would take on a whole new meaning. Beauty Tone, rethink color. Only at Home Hardware and Building Centers.
You're looking at the new McCrispy. Yep, that's tender seasoned chicken, and that's a soft potato bun. And altogether, it's certified McWorthy. The new McCrispy. Try one today.
Are the color cartridges in your printer ready for another school year? I'm so pleased. Yeah, you are. The Epson EcoTank printer. No more cartridges. It comes with an incredible amount of ink. The Epson EcoTank. Just fill and chill.
Facing expensive vitamin C creams with dull results? Olay brightens it up with Olay Vitamin C. Gives you 2 times brighter skin. Hydrates better than the $400 cream. Olay. Face anything.
Unfold your world with FlexCam on the Galaxy Z Flip 4. Get the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 for as little as $0 a month. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
If you've got a need for speed, tune in tomorrow to the Grand Prix of Brooklyn, 3 Eastern noon on Pacific, Sportsnet 360 and Sportsnet Now. What a night. Beautiful night in Pittsburgh. And look at downtown Pittsburgh. It's 24 degrees on a perfect night for baseball. Just a very hint of a breeze. Moving the flags around in center.
What a great ceremony before the ball game today. The Pirates Hall of Fame.
Terrific ceremony, and hosted by Greg Brown, the TV play-by-play announcer, and they had several members inducted into the Pittsburgh Pirates Hall of Fame. Hard to believe this was their inaugural class of Hall of Fame, given the great history of the Pirates. 19 inductees. 16 members who were enshrined in the National Baseball Hall of Fame. 16 Pirates Hall of Fame. Baseball Hall of Fame. Steve Glass, Dave Parker, and Bill Mazeroski were here, and they were inducted. They were the only living members that were inducted. And you can see the history: World Series champ, 60, 71.
And of course, Dave Parker stole the show with his saying. He said, 3 things are going to happen: the sun will shine, the wind will blow, and Dave Parker will go 4-4. Which is probably true if you knew him.
The Cobra. Steve Glass was also enshrined as World Series hero, Bill Mazeroski, who hit that walk-off home run. There's Mazeroski under your screen. It's a walk-off home run in the 60 World Series against the Yankees. The Yankees pummeled the Pirates. They outscored them like 35 runs, but Mazeroski hit the walk-off home run that sailed over Yogi Berra's head in Forbes Field.
Guys, we're now going to have a tie game.
Elevator down there. And hi, and say, hey, how you doing? And he is quite an iconic person in this community.
Oh, man, second base. Real tiny little glove, too. Really picking.
He had Popeye forearms, that's for sure. Steve Glass, he has moved from the playing field to the broadcast field. He broadcast for the Pirates for 34 years. He's since retired. Now he's an ambassador. A terrific personality in this Pittsburgh organization. Springer, he takes ball 4, then ball is back to the screen, and he'll take his base. He's reached base twice now. He's single in the 3rd, has walked here in the 5th.
Blue Jays have to take advantage of these base runners. Ball just misses his elbow through 4 innings. They've left 5 runners on base.
He stranded 11 last night. Just 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Vladdy Guerrero has flied out twice to center field. Springer has looked antsy at first when he's been on base, like he wants to run. 1-1 ball game. We're in the fifth. Not running here. Roddy goes after the first pitch. Break the ball. He was way out in front. Guerrero's not had the type of offensive season he had a year ago.
Because
The top 10 in many offensive categories. How's this one back?
Got 80 RBIs. The Blue Jays have 30 games left, 32 games left, so he's got a very good chance to drive in 100 once again.
56 extra base hits this season, tied for fourth in the American League. Still has hit the most hard hit balls, 95 plus off the bat in the majors this year. Sitting on 99 career home runs. He's got 27 for the season, if you're right. 100 RBIs is not out of the question. But one thing you can't do now is try to make up for the first 5 months in the final month of the season. Can't chase numbers in September.
No, you can't force the issue. You have to take what they give you. And if they hang you breaking balls, you can't miss them.
Line ball left field. Zawinski's back. He's got plenty of room to make a running pitch just shy of the track. Friday didn't get full extension on that. I think it jammed a little bit. He still drove to the warning track. He's 0 for 3 with 3 fly balls.
Pour off the end. George thought that ball was going to carry over the left fielder's head, so he does the right thing, goes all the way to second base, and hustles back.
Oscar Hernandez has had a perfect night at the plate so far. He has walked in. Oscar was 1 for 5 last night. Lays off that pitch outside for a ball. Contreras has thrown 73 pitches. Hasn't lost a thing on his velocity. Still has that sharp break on his slider. Just the slider there. Most pitches he has thrown since he's come back to Pirates, 90 pitches in his first appearance. That was on the 17th of August against the Red Sox here at PNC Park.
He was good his last time out. That was against the Phillies. 5 innings, 7 punch-outs, 2 walks. Slider was working for him that day.
There goes Springer. He got a huge jump. And he slides in safely, and he held on to the base. It's difficult to do. He had a full head of steam when he slid in there. Mason DeLay's throw was a pretty good one, but not in time. Springer got a running start at first 12th steal of the season.
No chance to get Springer. Again, they didn't make him stop. George took that extra step and then alertly stays on the base. You can hit that dirt and just take off, slide right over the base, but he has the wherewithal to stay on that base.
Ground ball is short. Cruz takes his time, throws it in the dirt.
Dirt is tugging, guys.
Cruz took a little bit too much time. He threw it right into the dirt and handcuffed the first baseman. So Taylor's a goal for a third time. Springer goes to third on the play.
That's why you run out every ground ball. The Pittsburgh Pirates came into this game with 95 errors, last in the National League in fielding percentage. You run every ground ball out, and when he throws it into the dirt, he picks up his 10th error. Teoscar can get safely across the bag. Contreras thought he had him over at first base.
Play for the Blue Jays. You see the inexperience there. The years Matt was talking about, most in the National League, 96 years, 10th for the shortstop. There's Matt Chapman trying to capitalize on that miscue. Trying to check his swing. He went too far. 1-1 ball game. We're in the fifth. Chapman has struck out both times he has faced Contreras so far.
I can see why he could be tough on righties, right-handed batters. Contreras with
I guess so.
Chapman fouls it backwards. So and two again, he's been in the hole every at bat against Contreras.
It just me. I'm just a dick.
Expensive match. Springer walked, stole second. He moved to third on the ground ball. There by Cruz alone. They asked her to reach first and third. Down and missed. Chapman goes down for a third time. 2 outs in the inning. So it's going to be up to Bo Bichette. Another slider, and it's in a tough spot.
His last start, Contreras threw 14 sliders to right-handed batters. Put on that outside edge.
Bo Singleton scored the tying run back in the fourth. And Singleton went third on the double by Gurriel. There goes Teoscar. Bo swings at the first pitch and hits it into center field, and that's going to end the inning. The Blue Jays leave 2 more on base so far. They've had a tough time coming up with a big hit.
Is this me or I'm just guys? Comment down below. Pirates or Blue Jays? I'm going for the Pirates. You guys can go for whatever you want because I don't give a fuck what ass.
In Tampa, a 2-0 lead for the Rays in the 8th inning. Yandy Diaz drives in a couple of runs here in the third. So Tampa continues to lead New York. Meanwhile, in Baltimore, Brian Mountcastle is doing to the A's what he often does to the Blue Jays. Here's a first inning 2-run home run, his 20th of the year, and then steps up in the third and does the same thing to right center field. Remember, Baltimore just a game and a half behind the Blue Jays. They have a 4-1 lead on Oakland, top of the fourth. And in Cleveland, the Mariners are rolling again. Ty France with a solo drive to left field, his 18th. In Seattle 2, Cleveland no score, bottom of the fourth. This update brought to you by Bet365.
Exercising, I was eating right. I always had borderline high blood pressure, and it happened. Know the signs. If you think you're having a heart attack, call 911, then chew aspirin 81 milligrams. Carry aspirin 81 milligrams with you. It may help save your life.
Summer Quick Days are now on until September 26th. Keep that cool going with a peach passion fruit smoothie and a freshly blended.
Guys, it's a tie game right now with the Penguins. With the Penguins. Well, I'll say Penguins. I mean Pirates. I'm stupid, guys. I'm stupid.
Superhero Day and first 15,000 fans. We'll see the Blue Jays Spider-Man figurine presented by Toys R Us. Plus, there'll be Marvel photo ops and activities in the WestJet flight deck. Throughout the game, get tickets for this Super Day at BlueJays.com. I've got a heck of a ball game going on here in Pittsburgh. It's a 1-1 game as we move to the bottom of the fifth. Blue Jays have another problem cashing in base runners. They have grounded 7 base runners through 5 innings so far. Left 11 on last night. Hits are even at 4 apiece. State Kikuchi in his 3rd inning of work in relief of Trevor Richards, who had 2 good innings to open up this game. Josh Van Meter struck out on a slide of first batter that Kikuchi faced in the 3rd inning. Say has 4 strikeouts so far.
All swinging. Tells you his stuff is good tonight.
Hard hit, another base hit. They also trying to cut it off. Van Meter with a big turnaround first to a stop there. That's the 4th hit off Kikuchi. 2+ innings. So it's either strikeout or a hard hit ball so far.
Van Meter had problems with the sliders last time up as he struck out. Didn't get 2 strikes as he picks on that fastball. Solid single in right field. Let's see what they do here now with the catcher.
Jason Lorraine. The Gucci's pounded that strike zone, 23 strikes. Just 7 balls so far. Jason Lorraine, the catcher, not showing up. Takes one off the plate for a ball. Number 9 hitter, he singled and scored on the triple by O'Neill Cruz in the 3rd inning. Ball 2.
It sounds like the thing that's good tosses.
Gucci has thrown 32 pitches and he's thrown 5 strikes, but he's thrown 4 hits, 2+ innings. He's given up the only run, that RBI triple by O'Neill Cruz. 3-0, not close.
Got to come all the way back. Take a deep breath. It's the number 9 hitter. Not a lot of power in his swing. He can hit his way on.
For inside. A leadoff single, now a walk. 2 aboard, nobody out, and that'll bring speed walk without the Blue Jays. Jimmy Garcia loosening up quickly for the Blue Jays here in the 5th inning. He walked with a very deliberate walk to the mound to get Garcia removed.
That might have to do with the middle of this lineup for the Pittsburgh Pirates. The pitcher looks like he had got a lot of confidence in his slider tonight. 3-0, he threw a slider to the number 9 hitter. He just missed.
I think any pitcher in the major league has to have the ability to throw a strike with the fastball. You just got to be able to throw a strike with the fastball anytime. And you have to be able to get back into a bat spot throwing the fastball.
There are organizations that if you're in that organization for a couple of years and you show that you can't throw a strike with the fastball, it's around baseball.
That's your craft. You should be able to master the strike zone with 1 or 2, maybe even 3 pitches. Always the case. O'Neill Cruz, he drove in the only Pirates run with a triple with 1 out in the 3rd inning. Shows bunt. Comes right through it for strike 1. That's really interesting.
That's very interesting. Last time up. Now they've got 2 runners on base, but they asked him to sacrifice.
Maybe they didn't ask him to sacrifice. I'm just thinking on his own.
Well, I'm not letting this guy sacrifice. I'm letting him swing the bat.
Was this one found? He's behind.
I'm sorry, guys.
You know, we talked about this a little bit last night about the players today. They're marvelously skilled players. A lot of tools and terrific power. They're wonderful arm, runs very well. But the fundamental aspects of the game situations, where the score is, where the runners are, what my goal is right now. Something that the younger player has mastered. 0-2, nobody out. A good pitch taken off right outside with fastball.
Thank you for the likes, guys. I am a doofus.
Right there, trying to get the strikeout just off the plate. He needs a punch out right here.
And he has shown that he will go to that slider with 2 strikes. And his flare down the left side. And that ball is just fouled by a couple of feet.
Tim Mason was matched up with another O'Neill Cruz late in the ball game last night. 8th inning. John Schneider went to him, and Mason used his slider to strike him out. I would think that would be the pitch of choice right here on a 1-2 count. He showed him a fastball there. You can't show him everything.
Oh, strike three. That might have been a changeup, that split changeup, or else the slider backed up on him, but Cruz couldn't pull the trigger.
I think Danny Jansen wanted that ball on the outside corner. It backed up and caught the plate for a huge strikeout to leave those runners at first and second.
It was a slider indeed, and that's going to be it for Yusei Kikuchi. He will lead with 2 aboard. Those runners his responsibility. Jimmy Garcia coming out of the pen in this 1-1 game.
We've endured challenging times, Canada. We've spent a lot of time apart, but now it's time to come together again and play some street hockey. Play On is back and coming to 9 communities across Canada. No matter your age or experience, all are welcome and anyone can participate. So sign up or get your friends together and register a team. Just $49 for the weekend, but the memories will last a lifetime. Visit playon.ca for more details. It's time to play on.
I'm not entirely sure what's happening right now.
So they're my as fuck.
We all want change.
I'm my
Deserve justice.
No one is above the law.
Let's go!
Down south slang, we live it too fast. Keep it true to self and never sell out with you boxers. Down south slang, we live it too fast. Keep it true to self and never sell out with you boxers.
Fans, if you've ever thought about buying a 50-50 ticket, now is the time to do it. Bayscare is running a month-long Super September jackpot, and there are exclusive River prizes available, including cash prizes, Joe Carter memorabilia, and the action seats. BlueJays.com/5050 to get your pre-sale tickets now. Super September 50-50 up on Jay's Care and take a chance at a nice big prize. Garcia into the ball game with 2 aboard and 2 outs here in the 5th inning in this 1-1 game.
He has pitched in 48 games this season for the Blue Jays. And the Blue Jays record when he pitches, 33-15. That's how effective he has pitched in high leverage situation. This is one right here. I know it's just the 5th inning, but you've got a couple of runners on board in the middle of the lineup coming up for Pirates.
First pitch fastball missed downstairs for a ball. Kevin Newman, second baseman, is 0-2 with a strikeout. Jimmy Garcia has a terrific fastball, very effective fastball. They don't see it very well. Had a pickoff play at first, but Danny Jansen wisely decided not to throw it. Check the field, no swing. So it's 2 balls and no strikes. Batty put on a pickoff play, broke in behind the runner at first. Based on delay, the catcher, but Jansen didn't make the throw. It was a good decision. They did it again. Batty broke in behind the runner again for a second straight pitch.
Vladdy will do that. He'll put that pickoff play on with the catcher. Especially against teams that you don't play a lot and they don't know that the Jays like to use that kickoff play. Just a simple thing like he's touching his shin guard would be the sign that he's got it. They're going to put it on.
There's a strike. 2-2 down.
Jimmy's been the best coming out of that bullpen. And leadoff man retired for the Blue Jays this season. 83% of the time, he gets that leadoff fly. That's what you want to have with your bullpen.
Okay, guys. This is
Found out a play.
what I use.
Garcia has been terrific in that regard. He's also been good at stranding a middle of the base runner. 16 of 18. And he's been given that situation again. Inherited 2 base runners in this situation. We're in the 5th inning. Pirates scored a run in the 3rd. Blue Jays tied it up in the top of the 4th, and that's where we are here now in the bottom of the 5th. Foul ball. Oh, it's short. Flips to second. At the first. Double play. What a job by Jimmy Garcia. He comes in and gets a double play. It's a 1-1 game as we go to the 6th.
Ready for the next level? Blue Jays assemble. Step into the Marvel Universe for Superhero Day at Rogers Center and arrive early to get a Blue Jays Spider-Man figurine. Mission accepted. Cheer on your friendly neighborhood Blue Jays and enjoy Marvel-themed entertainment all game long. This is unbelievable what they're doing. Saturday, September 17th, get your Blue Jays Spider-Man figurine giveaway presented by Toys R Us. For tickets, visit BlueJays.com.
Facing expensive vitamin C creams with dull results? Olay brightens it up with Olay Vitamin C. Gives you 2 times brighter skin. Hydrates better than the $400 cream. Olay. Face anything.
Look me in the eyes. After staring at screens, do your eyes feel dry, tired, or painful? You may have dry eyes. Sustain Complete can help.
Lipid nanodroplet technology soothes to provide instant and all-day dry eye symptom relief. Sustain Complete, now in a preservative-free formula.
The Canadian Brewhouse patio, where you want to be. Rooftop or classic. We have fire tables, outdoor TVs, refreshing summer drinks, and loads of party games. Head to our turf and bring your dog to all locations. Check CanadianBrewhouse.com.
When it feels like all that's left is work hard, it's time to play again. Easily find your next favorite game with Bodog.net. Free casino games, poker tips, and sports odds. Make it play.
This is PB&J Double Play. It's presented by Smucker's Jam and Chip Peanut Butter, the official PB&J of the Toronto Blue Jays.
Boy, was this perfect. Jimmy Garcia comes out of the bullpen, rolls the double play. A little bit of a tricky hop right at the end there for Bo Bichette, but he handles it nicely. Give it over to Espinal. Get out of a tough situation. That's the 110 double play turned by the Blue Jays, and that was a big one to get out of the mess.
Bo did a good job to give a good feed to Espinal, who turned it to second. It was out there. Bottom of the 5th jam. Jimmy Garcia branding another base runner. Inherited 2 and kept them from scoring. So it'll be Gurriel, Espinal, and Tapia for the Blue Jays here on the 6th. Lorenzi Contreras, so pretty impressive outing here tonight. Holding the Blue Jays to a single run on 4 hits. He has stranded 7 Blue Jay hitters.
You guys know.
First time he's ever faced the Blue Jays. Like a curveball there to start that attack.
Hey guys, I'll be back. Oh shit.
0-2. He's got a nice delivery. He's got a good arm, an electric arm. And again, his poise on the mound. He's been in trouble all night long.
Ground ball right to the first baseman who walked into the bag, and Gurriel is retired. He's 1 for 3.
Gurriel hit a double his last time up. Tried to sneak the ball through the right side. And Michael Chavis playing way off the line. That's not where he used to play when he played second base for the Red Sox, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was way off the line. Santiago Espinal, he's 0 for 2. As we mentioned, just 4 hits in the game. And back to back-to-back hits in the fourth inning when they scored their only run of this game. That's ball on the corner. It's a ball on the strike to the Blue Jays second baseman.
We saw Johan Oviedo last night, another young starter that picked up on the Cardinals. Now they got Contreras from the Yankees. Got some building blocks over the next couple of seasons to work with.
For sure. And you look at, the anchor at shortstop and O'Neill Cruz get some young pitchers, and you get the defense tightened up. As you mentioned, you hit it a big high, 96 years. So play better defense there. What happens when you have shaky defense? Your pitchers get very defensive. Went Underwood Jr. loosening up for Pittsburgh. But when you make pitches and the infield can't convert them to outs, pitchers try to make better pitches, and that's when you really get in trouble.
Try to be too fine. You're right.
3-1 popped into shallow center right behind second base. That's Kevin Newman, ready. Two away here at the top of the sixth. Down in St. Pete, they're in the top of the ninth inning. Aaron Judge has gone deep for New York. It's a 2-1 Rays lead for Judge. That's his 52nd home run of the season. He's 2 for 4 tonight. He's been in a funk. Tampa Bay has held the Yankees to 3 hits.
3 hits. The whole team has been in a funk offensively. Either that or the Tampa Bay pitchers have been dealing.
Corey Kluber, 7 innings of 2-hit ball. He didn't walk a batter and struck out 4. Having a good season. Darnell Tapia chases a pitch down and in. It's 0-2 quickly. Tapia's had a rough night. Picked up the RBI on a ground down. Down at third base, Bo Bichette scored on the contact play.
I don't know what to do anymore.
First base side. Dylan Cease starting for the Chicago White Sox.
1-1, guys.
Thrown a no-hitter to this point.
Still tied.
The 6 in Chicago against the Minnesota Twins. Swung on and missed. That'll do it. The Blue Jays go quietly in there after the 6. 3 up, 3 down with a strikeout.
Get ready. Tomorrow. It's great to see all our friends back at Montana's. It's Ribfest, so come on and join us for our legendary all-you-can-eat ribs. Hickory smoked in-house daily, sauced, and fire grilled just for you. Montana's, the grill is calling.
Ontario, it is on. Because DraftKings Sportsbook is getting in on the action. Get closer to every sack, catch, and touchdown by betting same-game parlays, spreads, money lines, and more. Anytime and anywhere in the province. Scan the QR code, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, and throw down with an official sports betting partner of the NFL.
Our vehicles have always had quality built right in.
We sell Slavia store gazillion times.
Because sometimes we all need a little help.
Because I might forget to check my blind spot.
Because this is our home away from home.
Quality means everything to us because it means everything to you. Find a Toyota that's right for you. Order yours today or visit shoptoyota.ca.
This October, you need to be here. Don't miss the most memorable moments and the biggest plays, as this postseason will be next level. Get guaranteed postseason access now by becoming a 2023 season ticket member. BlueJays.com/season tickets today. And if you don't think the postseason is going to be interesting, the New York Yankees lose to the Tampa Bay Rays tonight 2-1. The Tampa Bay Rays are 4 back of the Yankees for the lead in the American League.
How about that? And look at the
Let's go Pirates. Let's go Pirates.
5 more wins than Tampa Bay and 3 fewer losses. Blue Jays win this one and they can get a lot closer also. Look at that.
How about that?
Jays at 6.5
games. Tampa Bay.
Let's go Pirates.
Another 3-game series against New York in New York. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's a fly ball over the field off the batter. Brian Reynolds. Gurriel makes the catch. Let's go down to a ration.
But that 4-game lead, it's the smallest division lead the Yankees have had since maybe 11. It was once 15.5 games.
Let's go Pirates. Let's go Pirates. Sorry, I'm dumb.
No one has had a bigger lead and failed to win a division or a league championship. Jimmy Garcia delivers a strike to Jack Suwinski. The left fielder Suwinski has struck out and grounded out. Garcia got a big double play to end the fifth. See, Kikuchi went 2 1/3. Allowed a run on 4 hits, a walk, and 5 strikeouts. Now, if Garcia can complete this inning, an inning of 2/3, then they're into the 7th, and they're in Anthony Bass territory. Teddy Meza, sure, and the big guy, Wilson Romero. 1-1. In the air, outside, slicing towards the seats in the outplay.
So you got that part figured out. Now they got to figure out bring some of those runs in. You got to figure out Roansy Contreras if he comes back out for the 7th.
Offensively, because had that juggernaut offense that we were hoping to see. Get something going. Somebody's got to get out. Well, the ship's been pretty hot lately. There's another hit tonight. And Suwinski strikes out. Fastball from Garcia. Get out.
He's got a good fastball tonight. He last worked 4 days ago, so he's well rested and ready to go. For this ball game, 97-mile-an-hour fastball with movement. Suwinski has some swing and miss. His game as Jimmy reaches back for a little something extra.
Guys, what?
Into the seats. Well, Tampa Bay for the season is now 6-8 against the Yankees. 3 more games, as we mentioned, next Friday, Saturday in New York. So they will have played the Yankees 6 times in 10 days. And the Yankees right now can't get out of their own way.
We're going to see a lot of that, I think, it's after this series. Blue Jays get a whole lot of Baltimore Orioles.
Blue Jays, they have an interesting schedule. They play Baltimore 10 more times. They play Tampa Bay 9 more times. They have Texas for 3, Philly for 2, the Yankees for 3, and Boston for 3. Deep fly ball to center field. Tapia at the track after Wall makes the catch. Rocco Castro gave it a ride, but it's just shy of the 3.989 mark. Through 6, it's a 1-1 game.
Don't want to lose.
Well, Buck, as you know, the only Blue Jays score run bar tonight has also had a few opportunities to cash in a few.
3 at-bats, 3 pitches for Bo Bichette. He is an aggressive hitter. He says that that's the way he hits, and that's the way he's very successful. But sometimes you help the pitcher out, your body in a position. First pitch, break the ball with a couple runners on in the first. It's an easy fly ball to left field. And second at-bat, leading off the 4th. Good position this time. He gets a fastball right down the middle to lead the inning off with a base hit. He comes around to score. The Blue Jays only running this game so far. 5th inning, a couple more runners on. First pitch, it's a breaking ball down in the middle of the zone. The body is not in a good position. Again, he gets himself out Bowler's a very aggressive hitter. It's probably what I like most about him. He has supreme talent, but he's got to get pitchers back in the zone. That's what he'll be the elite hitter in this league.
Please note the start time of Blue Jay Central tomorrow morning, 11:30 Eastern, 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. We're back to PNC Park right after this.
Anna stayed at this hotel and paid this price. Laura stayed in the same hotel and paid a lot less. How? Well, Anna found the hotel on her usual website. Laura used Trivago to compare offers from major booking sites and found a great deal. Hotel? Trivago.
Want more summer refreshment? Summer drink days are now on until September 26th. Enjoy refreshing Coca-Cola and rich, smooth, delicious McCafe iced coffee. Get your favorite size at McDonald's today.
Well, the Blue Jays' schedule is kind of interesting after that final game tomorrow. It started with the Cubs. The Blue Jays won 2-3 at home at Rogers Center. They won last night here in Pittsburgh. 1-1 game. Tonight they'll finish up. Note the start time tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern time. And then the price of poker goes up a little bit on Monday. The Baltimore Orioles and the Blue Jays will play a doubleheader in Baltimore on Labor Day Monday, and then 2 more night games. An off date down in Texas before they take on the Rangers for a 3-game set. 2:30 Eastern time, Sunday, September 11th, before they come home and take on the Tampa Bay Rays.
Should be a lot of fun. And September is just starting. Wayne Underwood Jr. will take over after Ron Contreras is very good. 6 innings of work. 37 games for Underwood. You mentioned they have a lot of guys who.
You guys, I love you guys. You guys, don't forget to subscribe, guys. It means a lot to me.
96 miles an hour. Change of ball,
Sorry. If you subscribe, don't, then that would mean a lot to me.
He was leading the National League in relief innings last year when he suffered a shoulder injury on September 5th.
So I'm going back both from here and TikTok because I'm not allowed on TikTok. Don't worry, guys. I'm just business. Cool.
Some arms he can work with out of that bullpen.
Chance in the catcher, and he's not 0-2, leading things off here in the center. He'll be followed by George Springer and Vladdy Guerrero Jr. Fly ball into center field. Adams is there, traps it down. Hanson's retired on the way.
Pretty impressive outing for the youngster, Roansy Contreras. All told, 6 innings and 92 pitches, 4 hits, turned around a couple of walks and 5 strikeouts. Note the first pitch strike percentage, very high. Love the poise. He left 7 runners on base. So he pitched in and out of trouble all night long.
They never really looked rattled by any means. They did a pretty good job. The Blue Jays scored their run on a ground ball to the third baseman. Finger hits a ground ball. That's going to sneak past O'Neill Cruz into left field. And a walk in the fifth.
He has also had a stolen base tonight. He got himself in the scoring position his last time up after that walk. This time drills a ball between the
Let's go, Pirates. Let's go, Pirates. Wait. Let's go, Pirates. I'm being. Tell me funny. I guess I'm not funny.
Like he got catcher on the follow through there. As Matty had that big wild swing, like an off-speed pitch.
He throws a cutter and a slider. Vladdy waves at that breaking ball. Got to make him get that ball up.
Check this swing, and he's called for the swing. Mr. St. said, yes, you did. Get around.
He's got to get that ball up. Everything is down in the strike zone. Visualize a pitch that you can handle.
Inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Valguero Jr.
3 times in his 4 plate appearances. Teoscar Hernandez on deck. He's been on base 3 times as well. He was walked, singled, and reached on an air. Full count.
Start the runner.
Got to play aggressive here. This is where you score runs as part of your lineup. Springer had a stolen base in the 5th. You just got to make sure the pitcher goes home.
A nice lead over at first base.
There he goes. Righty baseball too. So Springer is at second, and Romero will be at first for Teoscar Hernandez. Teoscar reached on Pineda by the shortstop, O'Neill Cruz, back in the 5th. That was a golden opportunity for the Blue Jays to score. They had runners at first and third with 1 out, and Matt Chapman struck out. They opened 5 out. But it was Strand to pair. And Matt and Inc. so far, they've left 7 on base, and another opportunity here in the 7th. Big swing by Hernandez, and he swings and misses. Teoscar walked, singled, and reached on the air. Called strike 2.
2.
Good arm, another good arm. We mentioned they have 6 relievers in their bullpen that average over 95 miles an hour with their fastball.
That fastball was free and easy, too. He'll throw 38, almost 39%. That cutter, a lot of changeups to the middle of this lineup.
I'm just feeling cold, guys.
He has thrown 2 sinkers to Teoscar, 197, 198. His changeup is 90. Get it ready, Teo. Get it ready. 1 and 2. Outside. 2 and 2 now.
This is the first time that Teoscar is facing Dwayne Underwood. I've always said I
What
thought
to do anymore these days?
pitcher when you're
Fucking
facing a
done.
guy for the first time.
Play some bullshit.
You would like to see what that breaking ball does. You would like to have a little history to see what he wants to do to try and get you out. Right now, if you're Teoscar Hernandez, you're not trying to think for one pitch. You're just trying to survive, if you will, in that batter's box.
They survived that swing. It was a foul tip that the catcher couldn't corral. Underwood had some time with the Cubs in 2018 and 2019, a total of 13 games over those 2 seasons. Last year, he got into 43 games with the Pirates. 72 and 2/3 innings before that shoulder injury in September. Gale protects that outside corner and stays alive. September baseball pattern.
Every pitch is magnified. Every decision is magnified. I asked John Schneider today, I said, how hard was that decision last night to take on that Manila ball game? So, it wasn't that difficult. It felt like a situation call for Tim Mason coming into the game, but those decisions they're going to make, those are going to be magnified this month.
2-2. Bounce and the runners are going to move up as the catcher, Jason Delay, blocked it with his glove and never saw where the ball was. Well, that's a big, wild pitch right there. The Blue Jays take advantage of.
They have to take advantage of some of this play defensively by the Pittsburgh Pirates. Again, the catcher down to one knee, and his only play is to try and backhand and stab that ball. Instead of trying to block it, he was trying to catch it. He's trying to pick it.
Had a wild pitch in the first inning on a strikeout to Matt Chapman. So the infield comes in now. Full count pitch. Fouled straight back. He had a good cut.
Okay, guys.
He's had some pitches to hit in this at bat. Stay positive.
I'm not even going to get into the catcher on one knee. I'm just
I already took care of that for you.
Thank you. 1-1 ball game. Top of the seventh inning. He goes out for a breaking ball. The black ball four. Let's check in with Jamie Campbell. Is that an update for us?
That I do, Buck. We've got a no-hitter alert in Chicago. Dylan Cease, 84 pitches so far through 7 innings. He's walked 2. His White Sox have a 7-0 lead on the Twins.
Things look like they were pretty well settled with the Cleveland Guardians having a pretty good grip on the lead in the AL Central, but now the Guardians have lost Zach Plesac and Aaron Savali to the injured list.
Whoever is on him, hello.
Matt Chapman takes a pitch for strike one. That is at a rough night.
For people who don't know me, I mug these vlogs.
Salvage a good night right here with a base hit.
I'll take a broken bat, base hit into the outfield, a Texas leader, anything.
Breaking ball in the dirt.
Blue Jays 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position tonight.
Stranded 7 so far. They've got 2 more on base here in the zone. George Springer singled with 1 out. Roddy walked. Then they moved up on a wild pitch during the Hernandez at bat. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now to Matt Chapman. Check to the swing, takes one inside. 2-2.
That's a backup breaking ball. And he almost hung it over the middle of the plate.
What the?
Chappie was able to hold up on his swing. Get one over the plate for him.
Wow, close one. Just missed downstairs. It's a full count. But Bichette waits on deck if Chappie can keep the inning going.
Another breaking ball off the plate.
Full count, 2 out. Springer at third. Vladdy at second. Chapman at the plate. Outside, ball full. That'll load him up.
Oh my god. Basically loaded for Boba Shett. Shit. Shit. That means something. That means he's gonna probably have one.
He's had a couple of flyouts where he has stung the ball hard and then he has singled into right field for his only hit. Well, now he's got the bases loaded and an opportunity to do some damage. And we were talking to him before the ball game today about doing damage. I think he understands who he is as a hitter now. He says he's not a guy that can
Please
go up
check
there
your phone.
and pitches and work the count. I know who I am and what I'm capable of doing. I need to be myself.
You see, this is an interesting graphic here. Longest streaks without a strikeout. Bo Bichette has 27 plate appearances without a strikeout. He went through a similar streak twice last year. And
I don't.
You could say, well, he doesn't strike out because he hits every first pitch he sees. So that's one argument. But at the same time, he's hanging tough for 2 strikes. Bo has 2 grand slams this year, 2 of the 5 that the Blue Jays have connected on this season. Bo asked for time. He wasn't quite set. Springer at third, Guerrero at second, Chapman at third. A 1-1 game. Chapman at first, excuse me. Outside. Bo has scored the only run tonight for the Blue Jays after a single to lead off the fourth. He came in to score on Tapia's ground ball to third. Now the straight back right over Gurriel's head. He was on the on-deck circle. Gurriel got a little bit of a wake-up call.
If he wasn't awake, he is now.
On the strike to Bo Bichette. Right back on the same spot. Look out, Lourdes. He's going to move now.
He had to go down on that one, too.
I'm going to move a little bit. That's 2 in a row in that same spot. And I'm not going to stay there any longer.
Duck. Watch Gurriel on deck. Oh. Okay, that is not a good pass.
Another foul back. It's got a good arm. We mentioned that. He's been up to 8 miles an hour in this ball game. Really else is not close enough right now. I'm in the dugout. Upstairs for a ball. It's 2-2 on the Blue Jays shortstop. They foul out. A lot of battle going on here between Underwood and Bichette.
Good 2-strike approach right here. He just made a name for himself of having a good 2-strike approach.
No, and he had one TikTok video of them.
Not taking tough pitches, fouling off pitchers' pitches, and waiting for him to come in there for him. Give him something to hit.
Another foul back. Bo just can't quite finish it off, and Bo just keeps spoiling those borderline pitches. Bo with 68 RBIs, but 18 home runs and 33 doubles. It's a 1-1 game. The Pirates scored first, a run in the bottom of the third. The Blue Jays batted up in the top of the fourth. And here we are in the second. 2 outs. No place to put Bichette. Ball 3. So now the base runners will be moving on the pitch. Springer from third. Guerrero from second and Chapman from first. Full count to Bo Bichette. He's had plenty of time to assess the pitcher Underwood. He's seen a lot of pitches.
He has seen everything he has to offer in this at-bat.
Ninth pitch is fouled back. It'll be a 10-pitch at bat after that foul ball. Oh, looks confident. Even though he's fouled off some borderline pitches and he's been late, he has fouled off 6 balls in this at bat. This will be pitch number 11 in this at bat. Another 3-2 pitch. Base hit to left field. Springer's in the score. Here comes Riley. Chapman's around third. He's going to score. And Bo Bichette comes through here in the second.
His manager tells us that Bo wants to beat you at everything.
If you're playing cards in the clubhouse, he wants to beat you. If you're playing ping pong, he wants to beat you. That's how competitive he is, and he feels like that really resonates within that clubhouse, and the players feed off of that. Two-strike approach. He doesn't have the high leg kick, keeps that foot down.
I would just
So
breathe.
plenty of
Keep my
pitches, so
ass.
everything that Underwood had to offer.
No, I'm sorry, obviously, people, but it's
An 11th pitch at bat, and he's rewarded with a 3 RBI double with 2 outs. Running it back by Bo Bichette, and the Blue Jays have taken a 4-1 lead here in the 7th. Derek Shelton is on for a pitching change. The Blue Jays have the lead.
We're ready for sourdough donuts after we've fed our starter for 2 full weeks.
That's quite a commitment.
You don't got to tell me about commitment.
All the flavor, none of the work. Crispy Minis. At 90 calories per serving, they're unexpectedly flavorful.
When you get together with friends and family, remember to ride and reduce impaired driving everywhere. Because ride starts with you. It starts with a designated driver and in the kitchen when you offer guests non-alcoholic drinks, when you call a friend to come and pick you up, and at the corner when you catch the last bus, in the driveway with a simple "keys please," or in the living room when you decide to stay overnight. However you ride, thanks for doing your part to keep our roads safe. A message from Arrive Alive, Drive Sober.
Day 1, I'm in love with instruction. Day 2, I'm in love with instruction. Day 3, I'm in love with instruction. Guess what? I'm in love with instruction. I like construction. Let's go struggling right now.
The new McCrispy, made with tender seasoned chicken and a soft potato bun. That making its name means you're in for something good. It's got that, hey, give me a bite taste. It's perfect with stolen fries and crisp Sprite. Keep your eyes open, bud. And if you thought there'd be any leftovers, guess again. The new McCrispy, so juicy, so tender, so McWorthy.
Bo Bichette had a 3-hit game last night, single, double, and a 2-run home run. He is 2 for 4 tonight. He gets the biggest hit of the ball game on the 11th pitch of his at-bat with 2 outs.
Well, he saw everything that Dwayne Underwood had to offer, and then finally found a pitch to his liking, and he doesn't miss it. Down the left field line, 3 big runs are going to score. You don't think this team is excited? I told you that excitement rubs off on everybody.
There's a great indication of how important that at-bat was. Chapman had struck out these 3 previous at-bats, and he worked the walk to load the bases for Bo Bichette. George Springer acknowledging that right there in the dugout.
Absolutely. Robert Stevenson will take over, the second pitcher of the inning with 2 outs. Lots of sliders from the right-hander. Again, a guy who throws over 95 miles an hour, but he really likes to use that slider in these situations.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr. fouls off the first pitch. I got to tell you something. That gesture by George Springer right there with Matt Chapman shows you what kind of teammate he is.
Mm-hmm.
He understands that Chapman was having a rough night. He struck out 3 times, but then worked the walk to keep the inning going.
So guys, so the Pirates are losing right now 2-1. I'm so cold.
Outside of all of the stuff. 4-1 Blue Jays in the 7th. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 1 for 3 with a double. Breaking ball for a strike. A ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. What an inning for the Blue Jays. Danny Jansen flied out to start the inning, then Springer single. Flatty walk. They moved up on a wild pitch. As you see the bullpen, Casey Lawrence and Adam Simber, and there's a swing of this, and that'll end the inning. But what an inning it is, capped off by Bo.
So what inning it is, and it is, I will be back and I'm gonna make myself some popcorn. So they can't get them.
We know there are countless reasons to go for coffee.
Sometimes meeting new people is one of them. That's why seniors save 20% on any size premium roast coffee and tea every day with McCafe.
Join the cordless revolution with the Ryobi One Plus system. Our batteries power all One Plus tools, over 260 of them, so you can tackle whatever needs improvement. Now with even more power, runtime, and compatibility. Because when you have the right tools, there's nothing you can't do. Join the cordless revolution with Ryobi One Plus.
Time for the 7th inning spread.
You mean the stretch?
No, spread.
Can you make me one? She will be out there?
Yeah.
The next Lotto 649 jackpot is an estimated $6 million. What does the excitement of playing feel like? Get that 649 feeling. The next Lotto 649 jackpot is an estimated $6 million. Plus the guaranteed $1 million prize.
It was a bullpen night for the Blue Jays as Trevor Richards opened things up. He had a very good outing, struck out 3 in the second inning, and Yusei Kikuchi came in, and he gave up the only run on a triple to O'Neal Cruz, but he got 5 strikeouts an inning into third. Now, but Jimmy Garcia got a double play to end the 5th, and then a very good 1, 2, 3, 6th inning, and the bullpen has really stepped up.
Let's don't forget Yusei Kikuchi stranding Cruz at third base with less than 2 outs also. That happened in the 3rd inning. He only gave up that 1 run in that inning. It could have been a lot worse. Now you're into the leverage situations with the Blue Jays now at the lead. Adam Simber will come out of the bullpen. He was almost perfect in last night's ball game. He pitched the 9th inning in that 4-0 Blue Jays win through an inning. Threw only 13 pitches. Struck out the first batter that he faced, Brian Reynolds. Had a very quick inning. Hoping for the same here tonight.
Cal Mitchell is from way outside. That slider got away from him. Mitchell's 1 for 2. He had a single his last time up. Strike, almost strike. Simber has had a terrific season. This is his 62nd appearance. He's 10-5. Got the most relief wins in the American League. Ground ball. Espinal to his right, couple of steps, gathers and fires one.
You know what you can do? You can throw in 13 holes out of the pen, 4 saves for Adam Simber. They have used him in a variety of roles. They've used him early in the ball game, first guy out of the bullpen. Yeah, they've used him as closer, setup man, whatever. Wherever they are in the lineup, that's where John Schneider likes to use them.
He also leads the American League in appearances. You mentioned this is his 62nd appearance, and here is Michael Chavis. Going after the first pitch and fouls it off. Bo Bichette, he can create a lot of energy, man. And he's really swinging the bat around. He came into this game having 349. The last stretch. Fly ball to right. Teoscar moving to his right. Makes the catch to pick outs here for Simber in the 7th.
His manager, John Schneider, was talking about Bo Bichette before the ball game today. And Schneider, he's an interesting guy. He says, I watch the field, but I also watch my players in the dugout. And he noticed how Bo Bichette was still upbeat and relaxed. He felt like that really has rubbed off on the other players. He says you have to keep an eye on your players in the dugout. And he feels like he's in a good spot right now.
How they interact with one another, how they feel after a good night, how they feel after a bad night. You can see the reaction on the bench. The slider looked like it caught the inside corner, but Simber didn't get the call. 23,568. You could bet about 50% of them are Blue Jay fans. Blue Jays pitching has held the Pirates to 1 run in 15 innings. And strike 1, 2, and 1 now.
John Snyder's not afraid to use Adam Simber versus left-handed batters. He actually has better numbers against lefties. And I think it's that unique delivery that he has, his strike throwing ability.
Bounced over the middle, going to be a tough play for Bo. Oh, what a play! Bo with a shot from the shortstop side of second. Throws on the run, throws a strike. Go ahead, Bo, do it all.
Is he playing with some confidence right now? Get the big base hit, finish off the 7th inning with this dazzling play as the Blue Jays lead it, heading to the 8th.
I think we're gonna need more hot dogs.
Sorry, Mom. It's amazing what you can build on AWS. Imagine creating cool tech so you can watch every shot anywhere you want, or make news personalized, and learn about how to make my allowance go a long way. And watch your favorite team from the other side of the world. Just imagine what they could do when I'm in charge.
Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Disney's Pinocchio, streaming September 8th, only on Disney Plus.
Chet got a big 3-run double after play, and he makes a terrific defensive play to end the 7th inning.
This looked like it was heading into center field. The boat comes out of nowhere, but he's playing with a lot of confidence. He goes down over first base, Patty with a nice stretch. Adam Simber loving what he sees from the shortstop tonight.
It's such a boost in confidence when the pitcher throws what he thinks might be a base hit, and shortstop just play right up to end. Santiago Espinal, the second baseman, will lead things off for the Blue Jays. 7-8-9 for the Blue Jays here in the 8th inning.
No, go for the public
Round
now.
3 in the order, we're for 9 so far. Blue Jays have just 6 hits.
You know what they did last
Oh,
inning?
go so close to us with
That
one.
helped them to get those 3 runs. They took the walks and they laid off some of those really tough pitches. Vladimir Guerrero's walk and Matt Chapman's walk. Set the stage for that Bo Bichette base hit.
Yeah, and you know what? It's easy to want to be a hero in this situation, and you got to understand there's good guys behind you. You don't get something to hit, turn it over, and Bo cashes in. 11 pitches in that at bat, and found off tough pitch after tough pitch, including 2 right over Lourdes Gurriel's head. Standing in the on-deck circle. Espinal behind the ball and 2 strikes. That was up around his head. No, it hit him. That's scary.
Oh, whoopee whoopee poo. So hold on, he's got it. Enjoy.
Yeah. Looks like he's holding his left
Ooh.
wrist or his left hand.
Hope it's okay.
Jose Menescal would train around. Everybody obviously concerned. Nobody wants to see anything like that. Looks like he's tending to the left hand. Well, yeah, his foot came obviously during some kind of injury, but at least it wasn't in his head or face. Very frightening. There's another look at it. You can see right up around his head, and he's going to hit pretty flush in the back of the left hand. He's going to leave the game.
Just could not pull the hands back in time. Stevenson not trying to do that, just doesn't finish off that pitch, and it gets away from him and gets Espy right on the left hand. Let's hope that he is okay.
This is something that we don't talk about very often, and it's a difficult situation to talk about. But I think one of the biggest things that major league hitters do that impresses the hell out of me is they don't have fear. And, you know, there's always the possibility of getting hit by a pitch, but, boy, you've got to get over fear of getting hit by a pitch. Some pinch runner, Rick Merrifield at first base, taking over for Espinal. Well, we hope Espy's okay. He's out of the game. Merrifield looks like he wants to run, takes a big lead, and the ball is fouled off.
Pitchers throw so hard nowadays, and they've got those big fastballs. And you're right, to stand in there to cover both sides of the plate, it takes a lot of courage sometimes.
It's done. I mean, you've had guys throw at you, you've had guys throw at your head, and it's something that's very unnerving. I hope he's okay. At least he didn't get hit in the head or in the helmet, and he's on the hand, but we know people suffer injuries to their hands and wrists, and that's not the case with Santiago. Merrifield dives back in just ahead of the tag. Witt's got 16 steals this season. He's only been caught 3 times, so I'm very concerned about him at first right now. And then pop right out of the Dulay's catcher's mitt.
I tell you, he's got a nice aggressive lead over first base, like he wants to go.
He took a step or two towards second, that last pitch. Stevenson into the ballgame last inning. He struck out Gurriel to end the 7th. Oh, 0-2 on Tapia. Merrifield running. Pitches high, throw to second. It's a good one. Oh, what a good throw by the catcher. Jason directly threw a strike to second base, and Merrifield struck for just the 4th time this season.
You could tell that he was anxious to run, and he was getting out there, preparing himself to possibly pick up a very valuable 90 feet. But the catcher was a little bit better. Head down, straight into the bag. But a good throw and a good tag. Gets him.
Another foul ball up the first base side. O'Neal Cruz did a good job getting himself in good position. Put the tag on the base running. Let that tag down quickly. There was a strong throw by Delay. 4-1 Blue Jays. We're in the top of the 8th. Another chopper up the first base side. Trevor Richard, Yusei Kikuchi, Jimmy Garcia, and Adam Simber to this point out of the bullpen. And there's Anthony Bass. He's getting ready for the bottom of the 8th inning. Once again, let's go back to last night. Robert Manoah, 7 1/3, freed up the bullpen. They were going to have a bullpen day, but that fine effort by Manoah, picking his 13th win, was important in this series. Upstairs.
Bullpen just had to cover an inning and 2/3 yesterday. That was humongous for Manoah getting deep into that ball game, knowing what they have to deal with today and Monday, doubleheader Monday. They will get to add another player. on Monday.
with the doubleheader. They're 28 now. They've added Bradley Zimmer and Casey Lawrence, so they're at 28. And with the doubleheader, you can add a player for that doubleheader. So Cat to Tapia.
That could be another pitcher.
Yeah.
Guy, a long man, or some velocity. We will see.
Up the screen.
Ow.
Blue Jays have a couple of pitchers under consideration down in AAA. Tyler Saucedo, left-handed. Matt Gage, probably in the talking conversation, and Julian Merriweather. Probably the top three that are being discussed right now.
Trent Thornton, he might be
possibly in there. Been up and down a few times this year. 3-2 to Tapia. Another foul. The Blue Jays in that doubleheader will go to Baltimore. And of course, they got some left-handed hitters in that lineup, and they got switch hitter. Tom Sandera and Adley Rutschman that catcher in the outfield. And both having good years. Mountcastle, he hit a couple of home runs today as the Orioles are playing good baseball right now. And there's foul out of play. Baltimore.
Another purple one.
7-1 lead now over Oakland. Mountcastle has hit 2 home runs, two two-run home runs. Cedric Mullins is in a solo shot. Anthony Santander, he 2-time deep, a solo home run. The Reds have 4 home runs in the game.
Let's go, Pirates.
Has plenty of room out there. It is a big yard. 2 down. Second with Jamie Campbell.
Yes. Come on, Pirates. Strike him out.
Dave Steve knows what this feels like. Dylan Cease 1 out away from a no-hitter when Luis Ariz dumps a base hit.
Oh my God.
It's gone, but he gets a complete game picture of the Twins.
Mom. The Twins. The White Sox beat the Twins 13-0. That's crazy.
They are closing ground. Red Sox now 2.5 back. Minnesota game and a half back. Cleveland. Red Sox have some tough injuries.
Chicago's got I don't think it is easy at the major league level, but if you look at one-loss records, they've got a favorable schedule the rest of the way. Starting to hit the ball tonight, they scored 13 runs on 13 hits. Dylan Cease lowers his ERA to 2.13.
There are 7 teams in the mix, including 3 teams in the Central that are fighting for the division lead, but 7 teams in the mix for the wild card race. When you look at the wild card race, the way it stacks up, this is packed up behind home out of play. So as we speak, Tampa Bay will win. They have a half-game lead over Seattle. They have a 2.5-game cushion. First spot in the wild card. Blue Jays are behind Seattle by 2 games. Baltimore has the lead, and they will be placed an 1.5 behind Blue Jays. And now Blue Jays, of course, trying to wrap this win up, make it 2 in a row here in Pittsburgh. Minnesota's 4.5. The White Sox 5.5 back, so they're probably better off to battle for the Central title.
Seattle's winning again tonight, throwing another shutout.
Danny Jansen called out on strikes. The Jays go down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Anthony Bass coming on for the Blue Jays.
Time to bring the action. Did you see that video?
Kuya Portland tomorrow on Sportsnet 360.
I found a faster route. Turn right to save 26 seconds.
At Domino's, we do everything so you get a hot, great-tasting pizza every time. Domino's, pizza over everything.
The best part of running my small business is my customers. So when they said, Franklin, you've got to go digital. With Visa's help, I'm on it. I can pay my people right after their shift. and sell to new customers. Even connect with them online. Turns out, I like digital. Nice shirt.
Supporting small impacts us all. Visa, working for small businesses.
We're wildfighters.
Healthcare workers, social workers, and so many more.
We're BC public sector workers, and we're worried.
Our coworkers are quitting in huge numbers because our wages aren't.
I'm gonna fuck my bass. I'm a bass motherfucker, bro.
With the services you rely on risk. Politicians in Victoria gave themselves an inflation raise.
They need to give workers the same cost of living protections, or the staffing crisis will get worse.
That's a risk we cannot afford.
After every Jays game, Blair and Barker break it down on Jays Talk. Listen on Apple and Spotify.
The September Sprint is underway. Rays are in town September 12th to 15th for a pivotal 5-game series, including a day-night doubleheader on Tuesday. Get tickets today at BlueJays.com. Tampa Bay Rays and the Blue Jays have played 9 times down this stretch. So there's a lot of good baseball games, good matchups at Rogers Center. So check it out. Look at the schedule. Look at your ticket purchases now. And pass on for the Jays.
Depending on where the Blue Jays are in the 8th inning, Anthony Bass has become their setup guy in front of Gordon Romano. He's pitched some great baseball. This is the 60th game of the season. He has 4 holds out of the bullpen along with 3 wins. Fastball, slider, strike throw ability has been so much better.
Hey, one minute.
Only through 3 pitches.
I know it's not the Pirates, but it's still
Johnny
Pittsburgh.
Bradley Jr. takes over in center field for Raimel Tapia. Santiago Espinal takes over in second for his pitch to swing. Catcher Jason Delay grounds out to go to Shen. Pitch 1 out for Anthony Bass. Bass has been a nice addition to this.
Let's run out, guys. Let's run out, guys.
Second stint with the Blue Jays. He was with them in 2020.
You know what he's brought? Quality of talent, the ability to get outs late in the game. Potter brought a lot of veteran experience and leadership. Talked to some of the guys down in that bullpen, and they talked about the influence of David Phelps and his experience. We're also talking about, at least the young guys, about Anthony Bass and his leadership.
Anthony has been around. Of course, he pitched in Japan and pitched in the Japanese series. I think he pitched in all 7 games of the Japanese series and had 3 wins. So he has done just about everything he can do in baseball, except pitch in the World Series.
Well, let's take care of that this season.
2 balls and no strikes to a leadoff man, O'Neill Cruz. He is 1 for 3 in the RBI triple in the 3rd. That's cued off the end of the night. Gurriel comes in, plays it back in, a 1-out single for Cruz's 2nd hit of the night.
If the Pirates have Fernando Tatis Jr. in the lineup, guys, they will be.
Kevin Newman. He hit in
Kevin Newman.
Garcia in the 5th.
It sounds like Newman, but it's Newman. Okay.
Second, threatening to take the lead, and Garcia
Guys, Newman.
One of those right here. Another 6'4", 3-number play. Bass can throw the ground ball. He keeps the ball out.
It's just 4-1, guys, so the score hasn't changed.
To get it by that ability to paint with the fastball says has been the difference maker for him since he last pitched for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, I understand what his strength is. And he says he comes in and he really tries to feel that slider. Really needs to throw that slider, get the release point down, and that sets up his outing. The quicker he can find that release point on the slider, the better off he'll be. That's his bread and butter pitch. He knows that, but he's not going to shy away from his fastball.
Yeah, he has to show him the fastball. He's got plenty of that at 95 miles an hour. So the key for me
Because so yeah, the Pirates.
I'm hitting that outside corner with my fastball. Batters will see that. Expect that I can throw that fastball out there. Then I can use that slider to get some soft contact.
That swing, you feel the first, no swing on that first base.
Come on, guys. Come on, Pirates. Let's go, Pirates. Let's go, Pirates. Let's go, Pirates. Come on, Pirates. Tie the game, please. I want to do the game to go to extras. Pirates, I know you can do it. If you do, I'll get Pirates time.
Ryan Reynolds, he is 0 for 7 in the series so far. Was after the first pitch, snaps that over. Cruz will go around second, and here's the play to third. So Ryan Reynolds gets his first hit of the series. He's 1 for 4 tonight, 1 for 8 in the series. Cruz goes first and third on the base.
They were playing them in the shift, and they got the ground ball to the right side. Off the bat of Reynolds, but he sneaks it by Bichette, sneaks it by Merrifield, who has come in. And Cruz, with those long strides, makes it easily. What was that, about 6 strides from second base?
He eats up some ground, doesn't he? It was a strong throw from Teoscar. The Blue Jays asked them to review the play at third. We'll listen to the crew chief, Ted Barrett.
Call the field. Toronto's challenging the call.
John Snyder has taken his time to challenge the call. Anthony Bass has given up a couple of hits. He's faced 4 batters. Ted Barrett, the crew chief, along with Mike Esther, who called the play at third base. And they're looking to see if the runner came off the base.
I'm going for the Pirates because they're in the same. There was a same thing as the Steelers. Baby, let's go.
Watch how he keeps his left hand engaged with the base. Never came off.
Smart play. Very smart play. You see that more and more now. Your momentum takes you over the bag. You become disengaged on the bag. He has the presence of mind to stay on.
So the play was challenged at third.
Well, it's safe, so they lose the counters.
Challenge might have been too full.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Buck. I was wondering, I saw Mesa warming up, and maybe you get them to challenge to give Mesa some time to get loose. This is a big
Pitch change. Get the pitchers couldn't have fucking pitch the ball.
Pushing all the right buttons for sure. Tim Mesa will come in to face Jack Sorinsky, the scheduled batter in this 4-1 Blue Jays ball game.
Color cartridges in your printer ready for another studio? Cyan honor roll. The F-Tonico tank. No more cartridges. It comes with an incredible amount of nickel. Just fill and chill.
From your favorite place, you get your favorite food. From your favorite store, right to your favorite place. PC Express Online Grocery. Your favorite store, your way. Anna stayed at this hotel and paid this price. Laura stayed in the same hotel and paid a lot less.
Oh,
Well, Anna found the hotel on her usual website. Laura used Trivago to compare offers from major booking sites and found a great deal. Hotel? Trivago.
Electronics keep us connected to our world. Recycling ensures the resources inside devices are recovered and reused. More than ever, it's what's inside that counts. The future is in your hands. Don't let it go to waste. To find out more, visit retract.ca/electronics.
Let's get this going, baby! Welcome to Slackout! Acknowledge me.
Liz, the queen.
Slackout is electrifying! The greatest superstars in the world are right here on SmackDown. The best show in sports entertainment.
Well, it was just earlier, Santiago Espinal went down in a heap, took the pitch off the hand. The good news is Espinal underwent x-rays. They came back negative. He has been diagnosed with what the Blue Jays are calling a left hand contusion. X-rays negative, but for Espinal.
Well, that's
Ooh.
good, and that just reflects the facility.
What do you have? Oh, good kitchen? Y'all gonna fucking home in the morning? Jesus. She put me in the amputator for hand. He needs amputator to upsize his hand.
He pitched in last night's game 2 very effective outs, 2 strikeouts late in the ball game where Blue Jays needed that left-handed.
It was his hand, guys. It was his hand.
It's just 145 in his left-handed pitching this season. This pitch is upstairs for football. Cruz is at third base. Reynolds at first for his first hit of the series. Zawinski is 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. There's a strike. Mays had poured that 2-seamer in there. He hit the count of the ball and strike.
He had great sink to his fastball last night. That is a tough pitch to get up into the air. He has used lefties this year.
Nice to the fastball there. Zawinski had a pair of hits in last night's game. And a single to right field off the
Guys, if he gets a homer right now, they take lead. Come on, 2-way homer, please. We need a 2-way homer right now.
He's got that going for him where he can sink it, keep it low in the strike zone. So again, tough to get that ball in the air. Or you can go to the slider now.
Power play. If you get a 2-way homer, we have the lead.
He struck out O'Neal Cruz last night with a nice slider.
Strands of clear, another strikeout. He's faced 3 batters in this pilot series. Struck out all 3. Above the top of the night, Blue Jays 4-1 leaders.
At Canadian Tire, quality means putting products to the test. Because good enough isn't good enough. Because family recipes aren't the only things to pass down. Because safety has never been more important. Real Canadians test it so you can trust it. Thousands of products are tested. Only the best earn the badge.
Right.
Kiddo. Mom? Easy peasy.
Whoa.
Snap their attention. The Giuseppe Easy Peasy by Dr. Ector.
The best burgers are made the old-fashioned way. At Fat Burger, we hand-press fresh burgers.
hand-bread chicken tenders, hand-scoop ice cream for milkshakes. You get the idea. Hey, Sportsnet, pretty good ride so far. Make it chicken or more Blue Jays. It's just getting started. Check this out. Canadians still shut me down. Hey, Sportsnet, who's the new guy? Anthony Bass. Did you quit Maryfield? So, ready for a run? Blue Jays with October on their mind. If I want to follow this run, keep it locked to Blue Jays baseball on Sportsnet.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of Rogers Blue Jays Baseball Partnership and not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Rogers Blue Jays Baseball Partnership. Beautiful evening in Pittsburgh, and the Blue Jays have a 4-1 lead, trying to make it 2 in a row against the Pirates.
No, Pirates are going to take this one. Come on, Pirates. Strike him out and then get.
3-run double. That's going to be Blue Jays double. Now you got Wiggles. The left-hander, the long left-hander in the bullpen, comes in to pitch the top of the ninth.
What a story this has been. Manny Banuelos started with
Well, because the financial issue is on the Padres, not the Pirates. My bad. I just will face myself.
Cash considerations on July 3rd, and here he is pitching at the big leagues and doing a heck of a job also. The only lefty out of the bullpen for Derek Shelton.
He has drawn the top of the order. Springer, Farrell, and Fernandez.
I do have a Pirates jersey, but I don't have a Pirates jersey. I have a Pirates jersey. I don't from a thing, but I don't know if it fits me though, guys.
His 24th appearance of the season. Alex Hitchers 219 against him, and here's the first pitch. Inside for ball one.
Waffle hockey still starts pretty soon. Next month or so. You can't wait to get back coaching hockey.
Jordan had a nice night. Went on base 3 times with a couple of hits. Scored a run. Stolen base.
I can use.
Fly ball right field. So backing up now, coming in a couple of steps. And Springer's reads first out here.
I know this is dead, but
Back to that seventh inning. Jordan Romano is up and producing. Go back to that 7th inning before the Bichette double that scored the 3 runs. It was Vladdy's at bats where he was behind in the count and they ended up working a walk. Really set the stage for Bo later on.
Well, it sure did. Oscar would strike out. So that was the second out of the inning, and then Matt Chapman, he drew a big walk below the bases. He swings on the first pitch and fouls it up.
So the moral of the story is it's not always the big hit. I mean, that's what's going to get the headlines, but how you ended up there, how the team got to that situation, you got to applaud those at-bats because those were tough at-bats.
Bo had a 10-pitch at bat with the double, and he had taken a lot of heat because he'd been swinging so early in the account, but he fouled off a bunch of pitches, 6 foul balls in that at bat. And he got the big hit, and that was by the second baseman, Ruben. Friday trying to sneak one match, and he was denied. Good play by the second baseman.
Seen some fine defensive plays tonight from both of these teams. Vladdy's going to get robbed. This has got to be a hit. The leader over the last 3 baseball seasons with the hardest hit contact It's a laser. Can't buy it. Yeah. What do I gotta do here?
Well, glad you did your job in the seventh when you do that walk and came around.
Raguel, haha.
Tasker Hernandez.
Sorry.
Been on base 3 times. A walk, a single.
Tosco, strike out. You pussy. Tosco, you can't hit. Almost. If this is school when it was the Red Sox, I won't be happy.
Jays will go to the pen once more. Jordan Romano coming on to try to close things out.
September baseball has arrived. Holy smokes, the stretch run is here, which means one thing. Get ready. Blue Jays Pirates tomorrow. Sportsnet.
If you haven't joined the world's favorite sports book, you need to ask yourself, why am I not a member of the world's favorite sports book? At last count, we had over 63 million members worldwide. Download the app now and see for yourself why Bet365 is the world's #1.
I found a faster route. Turn right to save 26 seconds.
At Domino's, we do everything so you get a hot, great tasting pizza every time. Domino's, pizza over everything.
Hey everybody, Martina and Eric with you in our Sportsnet Central studios. Coming up after this ball game, a full edition of Sportsnet Central. We'll have full post-game reaction to the game you're watching, including hearing from John Schneider.
Of course, we'll also check in on the wild card. Got the Mariners, the Orioles, and Yankees in a free-fall all in action. Of course, New York against the Raiders.
And Dylan Cease put on quite a performance. We'll show you how he came
Dylan Cease?
to an opener.
Like, he's a good pitcher, like, to be honest with you guys.
Blue Jays baseball on Sportsnet is back to
Let's go, Pirates.
Don't miss it. It's on earth.
Let's go, Pirates. I'm going for the Pirates.
Tomorrow on Sportsnet and Sportsnet now. And here is the closer, Jordan Romano, to try to close things out in the line.
He's a closer. He's like me kind of way because I'm a closer. So I'm scared right now because this guy is a good pitcher and he's a good closer. So like I'm scared. Like if he's on the mound when I go, it's gonna be fucking terrifying. Guys, if he's on the mound when I go and he shuts it down, it's gonna be scared. Like what's gonna be? It's scary. It's gonna be terrifying.
Yeah, John Schneider talked about the increased velocity lately. He said Jordan takes great care of himself. He makes sure that he recovers after an outing and that's good.
Okay, I'm gonna brush out the game. Alright, have a second birthday with my mom.
Castro, Mitchell, and Chavis for the Pirates.
Remind me, guys. Mom, remind me. Mom, we're on phone. Alright. Give me your phone. Open the videos up. And they can do it. Right?
Trevor Richards, the only hit that Richards surrendered. Romano with 28 saves as mentioned. 29 would tie him with Liam.
It's not here. Nah, what's up, motherfucker? What's up, motherfucker?
We're inside.
This means that's okay, guys. This means match handshake. We do this. What's up, mother? Guys, my friend Matt works for the Jays, kind of, because he works at the World Center. He works at World Center, and if I go to his session, I do get a discount. So, booyah. Booyah. Because I know this mother. Because I know this kid since I was little. So, I still get a discount. So the Jays are winning when they have 4-1, but hopefully it's not a score when I go there, because if it is, the curse is on Matt. Like, I know he's my best friend. I know him, guys. Literally, me and my friend Matt, me and my friend Ryan, who works there. We know each other since we were little. Like, I know him since I was 4 years old. Because my friend Ryan,
Going to Cal Mitchell. Ground ball. Chapman right there at shortstop. Fires in time. 2 away. The Pirates won the first series of the month of August when they swept the Brewers, and they have since lost 8 straight series. This will be 9 if the Blue Jays can complete this game tonight. First baseman Michael Shea was 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. Big swing of this.
Here's Michael next to swing with that first pitch. Tied him up a little bit with that fastball.
Trying to giving chase to Oscar coming on, and it drops in foul ground. Davis
God.
with an 0-2 count now.
Oh no, there's 1 away from winning this game. Shit. Come on, guys. Come on, Pirates. You want? Don't. Come on, Chavez. Come on, Chavez. Don't be the fire. Oh, please. Get a home run, please. Let's go, Pirates.
Over the screen to stay on.
2 strikes, no balls. Come on, don't strike out. That's the worst thing you can do. Guys, I was on the Pirates team at one point, but not this Pirates. For my Qantas baseball. I don't think my Pirates jersey fits me anymore, guys. So the Blue Jays win this one, damn it. But hopefully we'll be able to go subscribe for fans, members, everybody. Subscribe and see you next time. Peace out.
Good pitching.